99707. The Best Education Study in Australia Fair is organized in collaboration with the Australian High Commission, Accra.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509 551 609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Imagine a home where comfort meets quality and energy savings, where every warm shower feels perfect. That's the everyday luxury you enjoy with Ariston water heaters, with Italian quality built to last for your family's comfort. With its cutting-edge technology, smart power-saving features, experience hot water on demand, and energy savings for comforting warmth every morning. Upgrade your home with the trusted quality of Ariston water heaters today. For more information, visit our website www.ariston.com.
Citi 97.3. More variety.
The city is alive on 97.3.
Citi 97.3. Accra.
There can be no other 97.3. No need to change. Keep it tuned to Citi. You're number one. Don't look no further. We've got it all covered. Citi FM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music, talk, inspiration, in perspective.
Express yourself. Good morning, my neighbor.
Citi FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
Citi FM 97.3.
Amaba Yeswe Mahoy Agbamana Vuna Mama Maubo Yeswe Mahoy Agbamana Vuna Mama Maubo Anamadon Kunguyo Yesu Wanam Chila Nyaraka Mali Magloni Nebe Magloni Ba Akpa Ayatama Ba Yeswe Mahoy Agbamana Vuna Mama Maubo Ba Yeswe Mahoy Agbamana Vuna Mama Maubo Ododio
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Nahu. Yesu wetu chada, toya oto amadeke matemwachio.
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 Amaba Yesu wetu chada, toya oto amadeke matemwachio.
Yesu wetu chada, toya oto amadeke matemwachio.
Tonya omiba, miba mijo omya Yesu ba, kanya oto na Yesu. Chikadeke manchomya po, aupa toa dawonya, ala rusi planya, ala muwa madaka mawana siho, ayoto kanoka, akachi pesa sawo buju buju, yatami kafuma udatae.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show, rise above the noise.
Mateo, eh. Baba, Yesu, to Chada, to Yawoto, Amadeka, Mateo, eh. Eh, Tonya, Umiba, Eva, me, Joe, Yesu, Tonya, Wadona, Yesu, Chikadeka, Mashogapo, Auba, Tonya,
The City Breakfast Show. This is the City Breakfast Show.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
33 after 6, Friday morning, 97.3 City FM. Welcome to your show, the City Breakfast Show. My name is Caleb Kuda. It's a brand new day. We're counting our blessings, naming them one by one, and we are celebrating the gifts that we've had. Oh yeah. And I saw the dead, great and small, standing before the throne, and the books were opened. Another book was opened, which is the book of life. The dead were judged according to what they had done, as recorded in the books. According to what they have done. What are you doing? What are we doing? So much for us to do. Let's do right by all persons. That will be all we have left when we are gone. Richard the last guy is here. Francisca Kakrafo saying, bringing you the news review brought to you by Fidelity Bank. Sika Boom Reloaded. Save 500 Ghana cedis or more. Stand a chance to win up to 100,000 Ghana cedis in the grand draw. Every 500 deposit gives you more chances of winning 5,000 cedis monthly. Visit any of our bank branches or agent point. Deposit in multiples of 500 Ghana cedis and win big. If you don't have an account, please open one today. Fidelity Bank is here for your journey. Sika Boom style. Richard Sky, Francisca Kakrafo saying good morning.
Good morning, Caleb. How are you?
Yeah, it's a Sumba morning for us.
Yeah, nothing particularly good about the morning, but we're here.
Well, we are grateful for all we've had.
Yep,
so, we thank God for all that.
Yes, condolences to all of us.
Yeah, man.
Yes, many of us grew up watching, what's the name, Intikuma and, how do you even call it?
By the fireside.
Nancy and Intikuma and now
Women's Movement.
Yes, powered by the 31st December Women's Movement. And then, Mami Dokuno and all of these things, sort of shaped our very early beginning. And I recall fondly when she came to Hajranao, the RC church at Denu. I was sent as part of the students who were to go and, welcome her. And, I still have memories of that. She came there to teach the women how to do self-reliant projects, invest, I think she's a true definition of the quintessential first lady, the power behind the power. And she achieved a lot. I mean, if you look at her remarkable life, she played a role in how you find equality rights in the Constitution of 1992 as we speak, lobbying the husband and people who matter to get some of those provisions in there. What she did in Beijing in 1995, truly remarkable. Being able to rise up amongst African leaders, go there and make a case for female empowerment and equality. And I think that she was a remarkable life forged by coups and tempered by relentless advocacy to the very end. And we should celebrate her fondly. Yeah. A remarkable woman, an astonishing woman, an incredible woman. Great sides, very controversial sides. And I remember one day I was catching up with Jerry Rawlings, who was flying into the country from a foreign trip. I mean, he had then left office. And then I was sent to cover his return because there were so many controversial issues in town at the time. And, my relentless self, the former president emerged, and then I would not give up. I wanted to get to that interview. Then the woman leaned over, I'm talking about Nana Konadu, looked into my face and said, "Whoa. I've not. What does that mean?"
Say what she said in English then. Okay.
No, she said because I was pressing. Like I was pressing.
Yeah, it means you're being a little bit of a bother. Like relax.
We've had, our moments. We've had our moments.
We pray for strength for the living and peace for the departed.
Yes.
And
yes.
On that note, I will start with the catalyst because they have captured perfectly the biggest story, which is also the most heartbreaking story from yesterday. They have a picture of the former First Lady Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, and with a beaming smile, and it says, "A woman like no other." I mean, they couldn't have captured it any better. That's on the front page of the Catalyst.
The Daily Guide, known for their daily series on the Rawlingses during the heydays of the Kufuor administrations, comes with a big one. Former First Lady Nana Konadu is gone. She's here with a trademark headgear. Beautiful definition of what the First Lady of the Republic should be like in many respects. Also on the front page this morning, a story that says 63 NPP MPs endorse Bawumia for flag bearer. Some other stories here on the front page.
Yes, on the front page of the Chronicle, we have that story as well. Nana Konadu called to glory. Atachia abandons clients in court and Bawumia wins hearts of 63 MPs.
The Daily Post also goes with a story about our former First Lady. Former First Lady Nana Konadu dies aged 76. Also on the front page this morning, Mahama swears in 37 new justices of the High Court.
I'll take you to the Informer newspaper. Sad with a big exclamation. Nana Konadu passes on. Other stories on the front page of the Informer. Oral report not fit for purpose. That's according to Domilovu. And OSP not under AG's control, Inusa Fuseni clarifies. Other stories, massive revolt hits NDC over unpopular directive to party lawyers. And Interior Minister is urgent, let's collaborate to resolve disputes.
The Ghanaian Times says small-scale mining permit audit. Some 300 licenses revoked for irregularities and non-compliance with operational standards, according to the Minister for Lands, the Honourable Kofi Amaboa. Also on the front page, the story of the passing of Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, and something here that says right to information must be a living reality for citizens. That's coming in from the Attorney General.
The news centre is also carrying the passing of former First Lady Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings. Other stories, 63 out of 87 NPP MPs back Bawumia, and transition to credit-driven economy. to unlock financing opportunities for individuals and small businesses. That's according to Shaibu Haruna. 300 billion Ghana cedis in digital transactions demand bank reforms. That's according to the governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Esiama.
The Herald newspaper also carries the story of the former First Lady, but says acute asthma cited in Nana Konnedu's death. Also on the front page this morning, Attorney General pursues 127 million Ghana cedi stolen state cash by husband and wife teams. Comes with a photograph of a number of people. And then something here that says Naimos boss threatened legal minors with Armageddon.
Okay, to the Inquisitor and front page stories. Inusa Fusaini educates public. OSP is crucial. Office provides deterrent against corruption. Other stories. Ayene commends Chumboafo. NPA intensifies LPG safety campaign in tertiary institutions. And Abuakwa South MP wants health laws to tackle Africa's inequality crisis.
You go to the Ghanaian Point, the story of Nana Konnedu Ajima Rawlings on the front page. Also on the front page this morning, Gold Board opens applications for new jewelry fabrication and refinery licenses. Also on the front page this morning, we are building a modern, safe and inclusive transport system for Ghana. That's President John Dramani Mahama.
Okay, I'll conclude with the Daily Gist. They've got the 63 MPP MPs rooting for Baumia on the front page. Also, Iyoko seizes buffer stock boss Tamale Mansion and blows over anti-gay bill as majority runs away. $21 billion oral deal full of baller, quote baller, and that's according to Demolevo. Brian Achampon breaks silence on fertilizer controversy and free SHS admission for sale at 30,000 Ghana cedis, according to the Daily Gist.
Right. The inside, my final newspaper says Mahama says Ghana's judiciary a model of affirmative action. Also on the front page this morning, there's a story here that says NHIS reversed to manual processes amid LHIMS crisis. Looks like the software that underpins.
There's a huge issue in many of the hospitals.
I mean, there's a big fight
true.
between the ministry
That's
and
true.
the
I understand the health minister said the press will be addressed on this particular one next week, but many patients and patient relatives are going through a lot with respect to this, and we'll get to that. But may God grant Nana Konnedu peaceful rest. This is President Mahama speaking. Her legacy will endure for generations. Akufo-Addo mourns Nana Konnedu. And to other stories, government revokes 278 small-scale mining licenses over regulatory breaches. On Edubuahin's trial, Atachia justifies courtroom walkout. And then, of course, in Busumche, Galamseas destroy school park. Threatening safety of Konkoma Basic School. That's a big story on citynewsroom.com. If you go to channel1newsonline.com, of course, there are a lot of stories relating to the passing of Nana Konnedu Ajimand Rawlings. Edubuahin case, attaching a defense worker, bring back anti-LGBTQ plus bill. Hassan Tampuli demands it's too late to give up now. Stay in the race. Hassan Tampuli to Baumia's competitors. And then if you go to My Joy Online, Lands Minister revokes 278 small-scale licenses. Brought you that earlier from City Newsroom. Nana Konnedu passes family appeals for privacy as demands. All public universities renamed by Akufo-Addo to have names reversed. This is Mahama Ayariga here. And Dr. Yawose Duchu mourns former First Lady Nana Konnedu Ajimand Rawlings. The High Street Journal, house scrapping no fee stress allowances. No fee stress allowances and free SHS review could save Ghana 1.7 billion Ghana cedis to fund industries. Now, smuggling threatens 1.2 million jobs in Ghana's palm oil industry. So these are some headlines from across the news portals. I think we can get into the details of the stories.
We should take off with the woman like no other.
Yes, so that's the catalyst story, and it's a news desk report. It reads: Nana Konnedu Ajimand Rawlings, Ghana's former First Lady and a woman like no other in the fight for women's empowerment, passed away yesterday at the age of 76 years. She died in the early hours of Thursday, 23rd October, at the Ridge Hospital in Accra. Born on 17th November 1948 in Cape Coast, Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings dedicated her life to public service and the advancement of women in Ghana. Serving as First Lady from 1979 to 2001, she became a symbol of strength, resilience, and unwavering commitment to social development. In 2016, she made history as the first woman to run for president of Ghana. Though the details surrounding her death, including the cause, remain undisclosed, tributes have poured in from across the nation, celebrating a life defined by courage and service. I'll leave it here, but I think it's a great report by the Catalyst, a woman like no other.
Wonderful.
Can grab a copy to read further.
Yeah, just quickly. I mean, was she the very first woman to run for president? I think my memory is a bit hazy on
in
that.
Ghana.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, my memory is hazy on that one. Anyway, this one, take you to some of the stories, or we should read a few tributes that have come in.
I think let's do a few
President
more.
Akufo-Addo, for example, says her legacy will endure for generations. CityNewsroom.com writes, former President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has expressed deep sorrow over the passing of former First Lady Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, describing her as a remarkable woman whose impact on women's empowerment and national development will endure for generations. In a statement issued on Thursday, October 23, the former president said he and his wife, Rebecca Akufo-Addo, were deeply saddened by the news of the untimely passing of the wife of the late First President of the Fourth Republic, His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, the longest-serving First Lady in our history and the founder of the 31st December Women's Movement. And President Mahama says on City Newsroom, still, may the Almighty God grant her peaceful rest in His bosom. If you go to my journal online, in fact, the family has been appealing for privacy from the public.
Yep.
Let me just bring you that very quickly. Nana Konadu passes, family appeals for privacy. The family of the late former First Lady Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings has appealed for privacy as they mourn her passing on Thursday. Speaking at a brief press conference at her Ridge residence in Accra, the family head on Hannibal Lovelace Prempe said details regarding the burial of Ghana's first female presidential candidate will be communicated by the president in due course.
Okay, let me take you to a related story. The Herald's angle says acute asthma cited in Nana Konedu's death. The story on page 2 says reports have emerged that acute asthma caused the death of former First Lady Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings yesterday, October 23, 2025. Now, her death came as a surprise as a day earlier she attended the funeral of Mrs. Efa at Christ the King Church with her only son Kimathi, looking all hale and hearty. Now, Nana Konedu was known for to suffer from severe asthma, sometimes experiencing attacks during official duties, while her husband, the late Jerry Rawlings, was head of state, who passed away nearly 5 years ago. Now, according to the story, on several occasions, the husband, an Air Force pilot, personally did helicopter evacuation from remote parts of the country to Accra to ensure she received emergency treatment, particularly during 31st December Women's Movement activities, according to the newspaper. Now, if you're interested in that story, more on that story, please grab a copy of the Herald. But there are a number of stories talking about illegal mining.
Yeah.
So, for instance, there's one that is immediately beneath the story about Nana Konedu on the same page. It says that Naimos boss threatens illegal miners with Armageddon. Now, the story says Colonel Dominic Boa, Director of Operations of the National Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, delivered a stark warning to small-scale miners on Tuesday, declaring that the era of impunity for Galamsey operators is over. Addressing members of the Ghana National Association of Small-Scale Miners at the Etiwa East District Assembly Hall, Colonel Boa emphasized that NIMOS's missions is to enforce the law, protect the environment, and safeguard critical national infrastructure. But if I may, if you go to page 3 of the same newspaper, they have an editorial that says, Galamsey, arrests without prosecution undermine the fight. And the last paragraph says, the fight against Galamsey cannot be won through rhetoric or half measures. It demands decisive action consistent enforcement, and a justice system that upholds accountability. Without these, the cycle of arrest without consequences will continue, and with it, the continuous destruction of our land and water resources.
I think we'll have to revisit the request or the demands for a declaration of the state of emergency, but still related to the matter of gold. The Catalyst newspaper says Ghana Gold Board opens applications for jewelry, fabrication and refinery licenses. And it reads that the Gold Board has announced the official opening of applications for jewelry and fabrication licenses in categories A, B, and C, as well as refinery licenses, marking a major step towards formalizing and regulating the country's downstream gold sector. According to the board, the move is part of a broader effort to strengthen compliance, enhance value addition, and promote sustainable growth in line with Ghana Gold Board Act 2025 Act 1140.
Still within that area, you should go to citynewsroom.com and see the photos scandalizing Bosomche Galamsea's destroyed school park threatened safety of Konkoma Basic School. You have an excavator in the middle of heaps of sand that has been chopped off from a parcel of land that was otherwise covered with greenery. You can even see maize plantation on top, and then the Galamsey the excavator digging the earth beneath it. Very sad situation here. Illegal miners have encroached on land designated for a school park at Konkoma in the Bosomtre district of the Ashanti region, leaving the area severely degraded and posing a serious threat to the only public school and health center in the community. The miners, in their search for gold, have dug dangerously close to the Konkoma DA Basic School, the community health center as well. Illegal miners have taken over the land, once the only park and playground for pupils of the Konkoma DA Basic School and the wider community. The mining activities are taking place barely 100 meters from the school and health center have left deep pits and loose earth behind. According to school authorities, the situation poses a major safety risk to pupils, while the abandoned pits have become mosquito breeding sites, worsening health conditions for patients at the nearby facility. Dr. Frank Amwakohene, you are the regional minister. You really have to deal with this as soon as possible. I'm saying it's an emergency, but this one, you have to step in and ensure that it is reversed as soon as possible. We can't have a Galamsey pit take over a land designated as a school park close enough to a health post. How do you do that?
I admire his energy, but the enthusiasm that he shows when he's on social media, if we're seeing a similar thing on the ground in terms of confronting illegal mining, it would have been a responsible use of ministerial office. Anyway, let me take you to the Ghanaian Times. There's a story on page 12. The pointer is actually on, it's misleading. So you find that on page 5, according to the paper. But it's actually on page 5. Yes. So if you grab a copy, go to page 12. So
it's an error. It's not, I didn't mislead you. It's just an error.
Okay. Now, 300 licenses revoked for irregularities, non-compliance with operational standards. Cecilia Yada Lagba says a total of 300 mining licenses have been revoked by the government as part of sweeping reforms aimed at curbing illegal mining and protecting water bodies. The Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Mr. Emmanuel Kofi Amabua, has disclosed. Now, the revocation, he said, followed a nationwide audit of small-scale mining permits, which uncovered widespread irregularities and non-compliance with environmental and operational standards. He goes on to mention some other things. Grab a copy of the Ghanaian Times.
Okay, so I'll bring you a story about earlier this week, what appears to be a row between the OSP and the AG's office. And this is from the Informer newspaper. OSP not under AG's control, Inusa Husseini clarifies. And it reads, former Member of Parliament for Tamale Central, Alhaji Inusa Husseini, has described the ongoing misunderstanding between the Attorney General's office and the Office of the Special Prosecutor, OSP, as needless and damaging to Ghana's anti-corruption efforts. According to him, the OSP is not subject in any way to the control of AG, unlike being suggested, pointing out that the office is independent and insulated from unnecessary interference, including political. He said, and I quote, "The OSP is not under the Attorney General. It is an independent prosecutorial institution that only draws certain powers from the AG's office.
Okay.
Yes, his clarification comes in the wake of the ongoing impasse between the OSP and the AG's office regarding the extradition process to secure former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta to the jurisdiction to face justice for his alleged role in the award of some contracts during his tenure in office.
How about we pipe down the public bickering and behind the scenes fights and do the work?
Exactly.
You know, while you are busy fighting who has what power, who is not controlled by who, you know, people are chopping the
Things
money.
are happening.
You are busy telling us about your powers. Let's do better. Anyway, page 3 of the Daily Guide has a story that says 63 MPP MPs endorsed Bawumia for flag bearer. 63 members of parliament of the opposition New Patriotic Party have officially declared their unwavering support for former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to become the party's next flag bearer, describing him as the embodiment of the MPP's enduring values, vision, unity, and service. They held a press conference yesterday, but the other camps are basically poo-pooing what they have alleged.
Yeah.
Yes, and can I bring you the anti-LGBT plus story? It says the bill is not dead. This is the Catalyst reporting that the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill passed by the 8th Parliament in Ghana in February 2024, but left unsigned by former President Nana Akufo-Addo, remains very much alive and cannot be relayed in Parliament, according to Majority Leader Mahama Ayariga. Speaking on the floor of Parliament on October 22, 2025, Mr. Ayariga emphasized that all parliamentary stages had been completed and the bill had been transmitted to the presidency for assent. Parliament has done its duty. The bill is valid and remains before the president, he said, stressing that attempting to reintroduce it would be unlawful.
Right.
Mr. Ayariga explained that the law provides that if a bill is not passed and the life of the parliament ends, it elapses. However, since the bill was already passed by Parliament, it could not have died. He further contends that relaying the bill would be unconstitutional.
That's a very interesting legal proposition.
Yeah,
but we'll see how it takes place.
Just
already expressing your disagreement.
Just getting a hold of Daily Graphic this morning has a really beautiful feature on the former First Lady. Grab a copy. Lovely photos, lovely story there. Now, final one from me. Private development threatens Kpeve water plant. Ghana Water Limited's Managing Director Adam Mutawakilo has expressed concern over the encroachment of the Kpeve water treatment plant's intake point by a private developer, BSK Citi. He explained that the water company had earlier written to the Volta Regional Minister to complain about the development after observing construction activities dangerously close to the intake point. Hey, this is serious. As a company, we felt the situation was threatening the sustainability of our operations, so we petitioned the regional minister. Looks like nothing is happening, so the minister, the managing director, is now speaking to the public directly. BSK.
Okay, let me take the very final story, Abeku, if I may. This story has to do with our place. So the judiciary, so Mahama swears in 37 new justices of the High Court. That story is in the on page 7 of the Daily Post newspaper, and says President John Dramani Mahama has sworn in 37 new justices of the High Court, charging them to uphold the highest standards of integrity, impartiality, and professionalism in the delivery of justice. I listened to the speech yesterday. It was fantastic. Congratulations to all the justices who take office, especially the ones who spent some time on the lower courts and have been elevated to the position of High Court justices.
And just quickly, fixtures and previews this weekend regarding Ghana Premier League on the back page of the Chronicle.
Beautiful.
Sika boom. Fidelity Bank says save and win. Muntio. Sika boom. Just deposit and begin. Every 500 CDs you keep for a month, you get 1 point all at once. More deposits gets more points in. More points, more cash you feel with. How many points? 1 point every 500 CDs. What if you win? 5,000 CDs monthly. And the grand prize? 100,000 Ghana cedis.
Don't wait. Visit any Fidelity branch or agent nationwide to deposit in multiples of 500 CDs. The more you deposit, the better your chances to win 5,000 CDs monthly and 100,000 CDs in the grand draw. Terms and conditions apply. Win with us. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
This is an NLA approved promo, now running on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. I want time where you can't park where I don't hear the sound of your car. Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind safe be the 3-in-1 action. No, Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why you have my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
Go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Nashika Caesar is here with the business news, City Breakfast, City Business News, and that's brought to you by Valex Lease Equip Limited, EcoBank, and MTN. Nashika, good morning.
Good morning, Caleb. Hello, and welcome to the breakfast edition of the City Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Valex Lease and Equip Limited, and EcoBank. I'm Nashika Caesar. Coming up, Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry pushes for review and reform of tax structure. Also coming up, Tamale readies for the highly anticipated trade event, Northern Business Fair 2025, organized by Citi FM and Channel 1 Television. We settle for the details of our stories now. The Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry has renewed its call on the government to simplify and merge all existing taxes and levies into a single transparent VAT rate system as part of the upcoming 2026 budget. The government has, however, indicated that consultations are ongoing to review and reform the current tax structure to make it more efficient and business-friendly. Speaking at the Chamber's 49th Annual General Meeting, President of the GNCCI, Stefan Mizan, stressed that a country's complex and overlapping tax regime continues to hinder business growth and compliance, urging the government to fast-track efforts towards a more streamlined system.
On taxes, our recommendations are: the Chamber wants the government to review downwards the already existing taxes, including simplifying and consolidating VAT and all levies into a single transparent VAT rate, as well as reduce VAT and remove the COVID-19 levy, which has outlived its purpose. The Chamber urges the government to introduce turnover and employment-based corporate tax thresholds, remove VAT on insurance premiums to enhance accessibility for households and SMEs, and grant a 3-year tax holiday for startups to promote entrepreneurship, innovation, and job creation.
That was the president of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, GNCCI, Stefan Mizan. Now, all roads lead to the Tamale Sports Stadium this weekend for the Northern Business Fair 2025, one of Ghana's most anticipated trade events. Running from October 25 to 26, the fair will turn Tamale into a hub of commerce, culture, and innovation, showcasing the best of Made in Ghana product. Organized by Channel 1 Television and Citi FM, it will bring together SMEs, startups, research institutions, and indigenous brands from across the 5 northern regions. Our Northern Regional Bureau Chief Shawana Yusuf has more in this report.
From hand-woven smokes and traditional crafts to cutting-edge packaging technologies and agro-processing innovation, The fair will blend culture with enterprise in a vibrant display of northern ingenuity. Exhibitors in the northern region say they are eager to use the Channel 1 TV and Citi FM platform to showcase their products to a wider audience.
One of the key expectations for this particular event, the trade fair, is for us to leverage this platform and reach more consumers. People that didn't know about mushroom, they should be able to identify or locate us at this platform, and this can also translate to sales. So that is like one of the big expectations for this event. And we are also expecting to connect with other businesses within the ecosystem.
My expectations definitely are, waiting to see a lot of people troop into that one area where locally patronized businesses are all coming together to show what they do. I mean, service providers all coming there to, let people see what they are giving to Northern region. I expect people to, come and then find what they've been looking for all these years that they've not even realized that they are in Tamale or in the Northern region. Personally, I expect that as I on board the Channel 1 flight, you take me higher than I've ever been.
The regional manager of the Ghana Enterprises Agency GEA, Bukari Mohammed, described the fair as a rare opportunity for local businesses to build visibility and expand market reach.
This is a very rare opportunity. So when something like this comes, you have to make very good use of the opportunity, because as an individual client or as an individual entrepreneur, it is very, very expensive to market your product alone. You see, the cost of marketing your product, accessing market as an individual entrepreneur, the cost is huge.
He said the GEA's partnership with Channel 1 TV and Citi FM aligns with its mission to empower entrepreneurs and strengthen the SME ecosystem across northern Ghana.
I think Channel 1 TV is one of the platforms that is broadly viewed in the country. And Channel 1 TV is known for organizing these types of fairs. And we have seen that they have been successful in most of these fairs that they have organized. We have seen, Ghanaians have seen a lot of fairs being done by Channel 1. And they have also, Channel 1 has a lot of programs that are geared towards supporting entrepreneurs to be successful in their businesses.
Our Northern Bureau Chief, Shawana Yusuf, filed that report. Now, on the interbank market today, the dollar is selling for 10 cedis 64 pesos, while the British pound is going for 14 cedis 34 pesos, and the euro is going for 12 cedis 58 pesos. And that's it for the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Valex Lease Equip Limited, and EcoBank. I'm Nashika Caesar. Many thanks for your company. Do have a great business day.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s. You lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change, powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Ah, Ma, have you received the delivery?
Sis, yeah, on the rider's bay. Send in the Momo.
Okay, *176.
Ah, Pau, don't you use a smartphone? Use the Momo app, ne?
Huh? Aba app.
Hey, I want to say millennium, say millennial. Inyim. Oh, millennium for ya nyaze. Switch to the app. Oh, you're smart. And oh, you're secure.
Enter a world of possibilities with the Momo app. Pay your favorite merchant, pay utility bills, and borrow from our wide range of lending services. Move to the app side today. MTN.
Announcing Ghana's first unlimited photocopier leasing. Yes, from just 983 Ghana cedis, you can lease a multifunctional photocopier and print unlimited. Yes, unlimited and free paper every month. Guess what? That's not all. Toners, repairs, and maintenance all are free. And oh, I'm not kidding at all. And we cover the whole country. Yes, the whole country. What are you waiting for? Just visit us at www.valexlease.com or call 0244 644048. I repeat, or call 0244 644048. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Valix Lease, affordable document management solutions.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509 551 609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 for the hashtag CitiCBS.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Twelve 12:57. Valex Lease is calling. Don't spend your hard-earned money on machines, paper, repairs, and maintenance. Just lease them at 983 Ghana cedis a month. You can lease a reliable multifunctional photocopier and print unlimited with free paper, free toners, free cartridges, free repairs, free maintenance, nationwide coverage across 16 regions. Switch to Valex Lease and keep your cash for what matters. ValexLease.com is where to visit. 0244 644048 is the number to call. Customized payment options and packages are available. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions. It's amazing how the world is ever evolving. Today is AI all over the place. Tomorrow, who knows? One thing is for sure, a lot has changed, but guess what? So has EcoBank. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has pioneered a range of digital-first banking solutions designed for the way we live today. From the mobile app EcoBank Pay Express Points all across the country, EcoBank is right where you are. EcoBank is a better way to bank your way. EcoBank is the Pan-African bank. Now, have you heard the latest from MTN? If not, listen, if you love the MTN Free After One, prepare for an upgraded experience. MTN Free After One Extra. With MTN Free After One Extra, you can talk for 1 whole hour uninterrupted while paying for only the first minute of every 10 minutes you talk. And that means for every 10 minutes you talk within the hour, you only pay for the first minute and you get to talk for 60 minutes straight with no interruptions. You also get 100 MB of data for free after your first call on Saturdays. Now it's time to talk extra with all the people you love. To subscribe to MTN Free After One Extra today, just dial *550# *550# and follow the prompts. We've got some exciting conversation for you today, as thousands of women in our markets balance 2 worlds, trading to feed their families while caring for their children. Yet behind this daily struggle lie overlooked challenges of poor infrastructure and sanitary conditions and the lack of childcare support for mothers who spend their lives in these spaces. Today on the Citi Business Edition, we'll take you inside the market to hear real stories about market infrastructure and childcare. And guess who was celebrated in this particular conversation with the market women? Yes, you guessed right. Ghana's longest first lady, Nana Kodedu Ajma Rawlings, her role in establishing 31st December women daycare centers in markets came up strongly in this conversation, which is the third in a series of media advocacy by the women in informal employment, globalizing and organizing. Where go? So look forward to that shortly. Lesheho Ghana is 15 years today. For 15 years, you, our cherished customers, have trusted us to improve lives across the country. We celebrate this milestone with a heartfelt thank you to you for your loyalty and support. It's not an anniversary that's just about us, it's about you, really, our customers, partners, and our communities who have made this journey possible. Together, we look forward to the future with confidence, knowing that with Lesheho, lives will improve. Visit any of our branches or simply call or WhatsApp Nana on 02700 40799 for any of our financial solutions. Lesheho Ghana, 15 years of improving lives and counting. So how do you want your engine to feel today? Confident, protected and ready to perform? Then let's talk about Shell V-Power. Shell V-Power with Dynaflex technology, especially formulated to clean and protect your engine, giving it that boost it needs. It's designed to remove performance robbing deposits so that your engine performs at its best. Feel unbeatable because the best choice feels just right. Feel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Shell, go well. Good morning, Ghana. Kickstart your day with the irresistible chocolatey goodness of Twitsco, enriched with NF4, a combination of energy-boosting minerals, vitamins including B, C, D, iron, and many more. With just 2 Ghana cedis, you can treat yourself and your little ones to a rich, delightful, chocolatey taste of Twitsco and power that dream. Twitsco, power your dream. 0549 986 996. This is a very interactive show. For whatever you hear, send us feedback. For whatever you see around you, let us know. We're jumping into today's business edition with a third in a series of media advocacy by the women in informal employment, globalizing and organizing. We go.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Please wait, please wait, please wait until I get my new car. Please wait until I find my real size. I'm gonna get me some love so bad. My girl, sweet girl, my girl. I can see.
Markets are spaces where food security, trade, and livelihoods intersect. They serve as informal safety nets which create networks of mutual support that sustain traders, especially women. Yet the country's markets differ widely. Though almost 1 in 5 people in Ghana work as market traders, many of these workplaces still don't have basic services such as water, electricity, sanitation, and proper waste collection.
Nyama bebre hiaye pa eboda yeso ase because market hana ye won ye 2 ame every month bia won beji license won ma abeji apata asasisika
We face several challenges in our market. We pay tolls to the AMA every month, so we believe they should be providing us with the necessary amenities to support our trade. Unfortunately, that has not been the case. Recently, the AMA informed us that they were going to replace our electricity meters. Ever since the new meters were installed, we have experienced a lot of problems. The credit we load runs out very quickly, and sometimes the power goes off suddenly without any warning. When the electricity officers come to fix the issue, they often climb onto our rooftops and end up damaging them. We don't even know who to turn to for help. In addition, our gutters are choked and the entire area becomes flooded whenever it rains. Security is also a major concern. We have to contribute our own money to hire security personnel to watch over the market, something we believe the AMA should be responsible for. Overall, we are facing many difficulties in this market and urgently need the AMA to address these problems.
Access to washrooms is even a challenge. While a few markets have fee-based public toilets, others have none at all, a situation that forces traders to rely on unsafe alternatives.
Sometimes it's a light in the call for in painful leadership now. Now I rush a call ECG. A honor no kaka answer no two obiaba no ma behwe no ma aso. Gatas nso choki ane de ane wonye obi abakwa report amano because gatas ne de when the
power goes off, we have to rush to the ECG office before it gets fixed. When the gutters get choked, there's no system in place to get them desilted. These have been long-standing problems. It's the AMA's responsibility to address such issues, but they don't. So we simply wait for the water in the drains to recede before returning to business as usual. Security is also a major concern. The market women themselves contribute to pay security personnel to protect our goods and shops.
Every month be a jijisika yetumi yade boano every month be a security. One mutual one kwa ya hase bebe yeta ha ya interview say ye was security almost be 5. Ye chairman no hwe na ye gi bibia boano na yetumi twa every security ka every month bia. Enti de woman in there ye ni boafo bia chi se boafo ba eni say ye hwe moja bai.
This poor sanitation, coupled with recurring floods and fires, continues to threaten livelihoods. It's not an extra that workers are requesting. It's a basic need that all workers should expect.
Gatas ne chokit sana meka na nsuo ne yirpa ne de obi amba market mu. Ani de obi amba mtinye na yedi nkan wo market mu sa wo krosu. Sana ebe ya obetumi abobo de asene na aye na ansa na wetumi akofie. Emma market amba kra that very day na.
When the gutters flood, no one comes to the market. We have to rush to salvage our goods, and business comes to a standstill. We make no sales at all. During such times, we rely on our savings because there's no help from anyone. No authorities come to our aid, and we are left to fend for ourselves. The taxes and fees we pay to the government also do not bring us any benefits, especially when our goods get damaged.
Chese sikana ye tue kwa aban mu de ande ye hu mfaso bia ye nya hwe mfi wo ye nya mase anu ansa ase wote ha na no anu no.
The recent Kantamanto fire is an example that prompts the urgent need for safer infrastructure, drainage systems, and insurance coverage for traders.
In fact, BBNC we me wan okohu na akaka asamacha me na ncho se BBC wo marketer because I want ye tue tax ma wo mu na nche BBC a all sent ye rush call but yenyim edan kra any rumor yes we are running to ukọ eme ya wan ukọ bisa ne say asem yes market na yen konko hu first na yete yekọ eme yekọ hu fine say I forgot that man's name po ono na ncha ya woko but sesi ade bibia ansi me yen running ko bibia nya market for na ye de ye hu na ya solve your problem for ourselves.
Currently, it is difficult to seek intervention from the AMA when it comes to infrastructure. We, the market women, have taken matters into our own hands to address our challenges. The infrastructural problems have existed for a very long time. Even the financial assistance we were promised to help fix things has not been delivered. Our follow-ups have yielded no results, which is why many of our market leaders have also given up.
You have to run to. But ya call several times. Even there was a time sikabi for one say koda say then sika one mama money loan. Up to today, up to tomorrow. Safia mu and then a woman just can but we don't know. Ya until bianen ka bio. Ya until bianen ka. Wo ko office ha ye se kwa ha. Baha chese ensana mpanyifo no ma fed up into say womo ati baby da.
Like other workers, market traders should be able to work in a safe and healthy workplace. One of the focus areas of this media advocacy project is the issue of childcare in markets around the world. There is a growing global recognition that providing quality childcare services improves child development outcomes and can improve women's productivity and incomes. But how does this land in Ghana? And what does it also look like to provide childcare in the informal sector?
Your friend Mama Jane. Many market queen never Denta market.
My name is Mama Jane and I am the market queen here at Adenta Market. I have been here for the past 16 years, selling all kinds of vegetables. The idea for the daycare center came about after a tragic incident some years ago. One of the traders here lost her child. The little one went missing, and despite all the search efforts and media announcements, we couldn't find the child. Days later, the child was discovered in a manhole nearby. It was heartbreaking. That incident moved us to take action. So we came together and appealed to the market managers for a piece of land to build a daycare center for traders and shoppers. That's how the daycare came to be. It has made a big difference in our trading activities, and since there is no other facility like it around, it's also helping families in the wider community.
Housing down handsome say they care papa be answer then auntie and non so bahano abeboye ama ye dwade and so cost of kama.
Working mothers with children often have no safe space to leave their children, forcing many to keep them as stalls amid noise, heat, and dust.
My name is Edith Senya. I'm the head of Adenta Daycare, and this facility I've been here for the past 2.5 years now. I've also been the head for 2.5 months now. And this facility is stimulating one concerning nurturing a child. Also, it's an environment that every parent can bring his or her child to come and school here. The environment is so quiet for a child to learn, and the environment is so serene for a child to explore. If I say explore, to play and also learn as well.
Typically, what is the normal, schedule like? And is this facility only serving traders or it is for the community at large?
It serves traders in such a way that it releases the burdens on parents, especially mothers who are traders around the Adenta community. And also, as the community as a whole, it's also bring an opportunity, that's job opportunity to the youth especially. We start our day activities with circle time. Circle time, we start at exactly 8 a.m. up to 9. Then we go to our various classrooms. And also the subject that we deal with is numeracy, environmental science, child play, storytelling, and also mathematics.
What has been your observation, the 2.5 months that you have been here? What has been your observation? Where were you before, and if you can do some form of comparison for me?
At first, I was the deputy supervisor for the head at Madina Daycare. So if I want to compare where I left to this place, I would say there isn't any big difference. I would say the activities that we do there is the same as Adenta Daycare. The learning and also the other activities that we do here, they are the same.
Is this the first time you are also trying to head or even find yourself in an environment that is close to a marketplace?
Yes, this is my first time of being the head, maybe a school in a market. Yeah, this is my first time.
And so in that particular perspective, how different is it from all the other places you have been?
Different in the sense that a school being a market, I was thinking maybe the environment will not be conducive for us to learn. Maybe there might be noise, barriers. If I say barriers, when a teacher is teaching, there might be noise around and the child will not concentrate. The child will be going here and there. But to my surprise, a school being a market, I was surprised that always the environment is so quiet for the children to learn. Yes.
I see. So what's your number on roll, and are you able to give us a sense of how many are from the community and how many are from traders who bring their awards here?
Per the number, when I came, I'll say the children that are from the market, the number is higher than the individuals around the community.
While a few markets have daycare centers, the number remains alarmingly low. A 2015 Uego study found that childcare responsibilities directly influence women's productivity and financial stability in informal economies. Out of 65 markets surveyed in Accra, only 7 had functioning childcare facilities, and that includes Makola, Dome, Madina, Adenta, Kantamanto, Nima, and Edifantuan at Malam Ata. Uego spoke with women informal workers across 5 cities, including Accra. The research sought to explore how women informal workers' childcare responsibilities impacted their ability to work and earn an income.
When I came, the policy they have been using wasn't helping the school. So when I came barely 2 months, I liaised with my teachers, and we are now trying to take another policy that will bring up the issues relating to the traders, what they want from us, and also what we want from them as a school. So we are now trying to put things together.
What was the policy then, and what was the new thing you want to introduce?
The policy was that sometimes when, for instance, a trader or a parent bring her child to the school, sometimes they want the child to be here as at 6 p.m., 7 p.m., which is not helping to the child. The child is already tired, and the child will be in the school premises for that long time. It's not helping issues. So my policy now is you have to bring your child early at 7 a.m. By 3:34, we will leave here.
But someone will also ask that 3:30, they are also not done.
So with that caliber of people, what we can do to help is that you pay a token of 20 cedis, like maybe from the closing time up to 5 or 6, a caregiver will be around with the child. Then that 6 o'clock, you have to come and pick your child. And that 6 even is not helping issues. So still, we are still on that issue. If maybe it will be solved, we are still on it.
And these 20 cities that you are proposing, is it something that parents are willing to do?
Yes, we had PTA meeting barely a month ago, and we brought up that issue. So they also agreed to that because they are aware about the closing time.
What would have been the biggest challenge if a daycare center wasn't here to help, market traders also give some form of education to their wards?
Yeah, it will be a problem on the side of the child, because every child is entitled to go to school at the age of 6 months to 4 years before they will go to a different school. That's either KG or class 1. So if the child is loitering around, not in school, it will affect his or her foundation.
Despite the challenges, women market traders are taking action. Initiatives like the 31st December Women's Movement School at Makola demonstrate how providing daycare centers can transform the lives of traders. Though the center, established in 1987, was initially run by the former First Lady, a change in administration in 2000 meant the center was handed over to AMA.
My name is Honorable Messina Afrowa Nijan, Market Queen of Mokola Market, President of Greater Accra Market Association. And my stool name is Na Afrowa Dadem Padua, the first Queen Mother of Abola Wemprakwa. Then I'm also a development queen mother of the Ghana state underneath Takite Kuchulu II. I have used almost all my youthful time to serve the Market Association. With the traditional side, I refused to enter until recently. But with the Market Association, I have been their secretary for 20 years. I have been the president for 15 years. So if you remove it from my age, you know that at least for the past 30-something years, I have served the association. If you come to Mokola, you will say, I want teacher shoe, because I was a teacher and I came in with shoe selling. So my name became Teacher Shoe. I've been selling shoe since I came to the market. That is about 40-something years ago. I was the shoe leader in Mokola market.
I can imagine, but Teacher Shoe, with all these years of experience and also the portfolios, what's really changed in terms of basic infrastructure that you have here at the market center? What didn't you have then? What do you have now?
We were moved from Mokola temporary into 31st. So when we came, we were told it's a temporary structure. So it was always all wooden structures and so on. But we have been in the temporary structure for 33 years and still they are calling it temporary. And we found out that because of the wooden structures, some of them are deteriorated, some of them are just falling down and so on. There's one thing with market women. To move them and to make improvement is not easy. If you don't take care, that will take you out of your seat because they will be shouting, they will be demonstrating, and they act on the experience because there are so many instances where the women move for new structures to be put up, and at the end of the day, they lose their business places.
Do you have, say, washrooms? Do you have clinics that when people are ill, they can quickly go to at the market space?
Fortunately, we have a clinic inside the market, a clinic with a maternity attached. So it's a very good sign. We had the fire service just beside the market. And fortunately, we were requesting for police posts, but they told that it's just at Tudu, just near the market. So they sometimes bring some to us for security. With that, the market also found it very appropriate that we should have our own personal security for the market because people come in, they invest their billions, at the end of the day, closing time, they leave and go home. So their goods, their properties must be well protected. So we formed a market task force, and the task force was being paid by the market executives. The resources we have in the market, we use some to pay the task force. And we were able to organize 10 strong men and women. Presently, it's up to 15, which are being paid by the market for our goods to be saved. So we did a lot. And at least, if not anything at all, Accra Central Business Center is where Mokola is. So we try as much as possible to keep our environment clean, to make sure that we have the personal flair to receive customers and everything is going.
And I see a lot of children walking around. Do you have daycare centers or even have educational facilities for mothers to combine, both trading and the education of their wards?
With Moka, we are very fortunate. We have a daycare center where we are sitting now, and it's a daycare center built by the First Lady Nana Credo Ajiman Rollins. So it has been in the system for a very long time. We have produced doctors, lawyers from this daycare center.
During this time, the quality of the childcare service deteriorated because of poor management. The Ghana Association of Traders stepped in, decided to take over the center and run it themselves. Since then, the center has welcomed hundreds of children of Kayaye and traders. The center has been a win-win. Children benefit from government-approved education curriculum in Akan and English, and parents benefit from a localized, affordable daycare center tailored to their working hours and needs.
I think the daycare center is a big relief for the market traders. Because of the market, the center opens at 6 o'clock and closes at 6 o'clock. That is out of the normal school time. Formerly, they couldn't run the market, the center properly because everything that is government is not taken seriously. So the market executives came together, went to AMA, took up the daycare center, renovated it, see to it that we get good teachers, see to it that the children are well fed. So it was under the management of the Market Association. Although the Market Association is running the school, it's the school that pay the teachers, not the Market Association.
From internally generated funds?
Yes, from internally generated funds, and sometimes help from NGOs. People like WeGo, they come in, they paint the school, they renovate the school. So the school became something like a study school for markets. And what we do is, when you are in the market working, we don't force them, but we plead with them, because by all means money will be involved, so you can't force, but we plead with them and tell them the advantages and disadvantages of putting your child at your back and carrying goods. Formerly, you come in and every 30 minutes people will be shouting, that missing children. They are looking for their missing children. But because of school presently, there's no more because the school makes sure that they get well-balanced diet at least once a day, because we make sure the food that is given to the children is well-balanced, adding all the nutritious thing into the food. So the Kaya people, they bring their children, the market people, and sometimes people from the ministries bring their children here, and the areas around Mokola, Tudu, Okanshi, they all bring their children here. So the school is really helping the trading business in the market and helping womanhood to make our stay and our trading in the market very easier. It too has been very difficult in such a way that either you come in, close your shop, send your child to school, about 1 o'clock you have to rush to the school to bring your child. But because we are in the market, we have made the necessary arrangements to include the market closing time. So 6 o'clock, while other schools start at 9, 6 o'clock we start. Then we close at 6 o'clock. The teachers usually close at 3 o'clock. But always there should be 2 teachers in the school on duty. They should stay until the last child is picked.
I see. But back to the product of this school, do they usually come back to help talk of the teachers who have been produced, the doctors who have been produced? How are they changing the family story?
A very good success and interesting stories. Because sometimes when they are passing around, they will tell you, hey, good morning, madam. I attended this school, and this is the best reward you get. Good morning, madam. I attended this school. I'm now a doctor at Kolebu. I attended Mokola 31st Daycare Center. I'm now a teacher at here. I think that is the best story we want, because with the material story, you know how things are presently. And fortunately, there is no old school association. If we have started that, at least they will come in to help. But still, as we are here, the market executives try as much as possible to help, because we will be here when tomato sellers will bring their tomatoes to come and support. If you are buying for the school, you go, if the plantain is 1 cedi, so take 3 for 1 cedi, because you are coming to cook for the school. And we make sure we buy the best. We don't keep a deep freezer in the school. Every day we eat fresh food, because we are in the market. So we get fish fresh, everything fresh. So we don't buy and store. Every day we eat fresh food.
Building on the success of the Makola markets, officials from the AMA and the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection have worked with traders to develop guidelines and standards for daycare centers in and around the markets in Ghana, which can be used to build on the success of this project.
Playing ground, baby or mobile agro. ebi wo nchen a nipa ne jiska but ono oba weekend simple now they akola be fi school more now they na kwa this okotua.
The daycare center needs its own playground. The one the children currently use belongs to a private individual who charges a daily fee, a cost some traders simply cannot afford. The children also need a television and other learning materials to support teaching and learning. We're also appealing for the extension of the school feeding program to our daycare center. Some traders would love to bring their children here, but the absence of such a policy is a concern for them. Many traders are even willing to contribute in kind to support the program if the right provisions are put in place.
Say ye rounds a yen edwadifo ne betimi aboa but ye pese aboa aban so boa yen kakra.
Concerning the management committee, I was so excited about it because when you have an organization and you are not involving stakeholders, it will really affect issues concerning the day-to-day activities that you have. And also, if maybe you have issues that is affecting an organization, definitely the stakeholders will rather bring the solutions that you are supposed to get from the individual, the philanthropists, the donor agencies, and other stuff.
Woman so aba say baby ayedu no omo so betie ye hawo e ma yakọ home meetings say omo so omo beboa omo bepe say NGO ntino omo bepe sponsors amaye.
A management committee has been set up and they have come to listen to our concerns. We've held several meetings and they have assured us of the necessary support to keep the daycare center running. I am even a member of the committee, and together with the others, I'm confident that things at the center will continue to improve.
Na social welfare for nebusu come. And our parents never become. And you know, ye toto niema enche. And so you best start now.
Having the right market infrastructure and childcare centers in such a space demands deliberate government action, investment in market infrastructure, expansion of daycare centers, and better sanitation systems. Ghana's markets are more than places of trade. They are social and economic lifelines which require attention and action.
Sweet girl, my girl, I can see all your joy.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Sankofa, pepper soup where you know pepper sankofa, sankofa pepper powder, a sheshe raw. Sankofa pepper powder, sankofa pepper powder, sankofa pepper powder.
FDA Aji Ejadi in Krato Yatum.
Australia is back. Did you know that Australia is home to highly educated workers? Yes, you can also live your dream in Australia with the right academic qualifications. Best Education Services, in collaboration with the Australian High Commission, invites you to the Best Education Study in Australia Fair 2025. Come and explore undergraduate and postgraduate study options, paid internships, partial scholarships, and learn more about the post-study work permit. Date, Saturday, 25th October, the Australian High Commission, Accra. Accra. To register, call or WhatsApp 025 6299 707. Again, 025 6299 707. The Best Education Study in Australia Fair is organized in collaboration with the Australian High Commission, Accra.
We always say the future of our daughters mean everything to us, and we'll do all we can for them. Now's the time to do that. Let's protect our daughters from cervical cancer, a preventable disease. From the 7th to 11th October, girls aged 9 to 14 can get safe and free vaccine in schools, health facilities, and designated vaccination points. Get your daughter vaccinated today to protect her future. A healthy future for our girls starts with us. United against cervical cancer. This message is brought to you by the Ghana Health Service and partners.
Lakeside Estate is calling all business owners, institutions, and HR heads. Want to give your employees more than just a paycheck? Give them a place to call home. At Lakeside Estate, we're making it easy for companies to support their staff with beautiful lifestyle choice and affordable homes through flexible payment plans, staff financing, and mortgage options. Whether it's a 2-bedroom starter home, 3 bedrooms, or a spacious family home, Lakeside Estate has the perfect package for your team. Strong structures, modern finishes, and a vibrant community all are waiting. Let's partner together to give a lifetime value for your staff. Call our sales experts on 050-141-8622 or 050-859-8931 or visit lakesideestate.com. Lakeside Estate, quality homes for all.
New Kivo Hot Pepper Powder. This advert is FDA approved.
It's time to take the next step toward your dreams. Admissions are now open for our January 2026 intake at Lancaster University, Ghana. Experience world-class education, global opportunities, and an unforgettable experience right here in Ghana. For more information, contact us at +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Apply today and begin your journey to success with Lancaster University, Ghana. Your future starts now.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
You're welcome to the Friday edition of Kickoff on the City Breakfast Show with me, Edwin Kwakofi. Kickoff is powered by Shell. Shell go well. Zonda GH Politangana. Let's improve life. Let's start off from Ismaila and the rain goals for Ghana last night in Ismaila as the Black Queens beat Egypt by 3-0 in their first leg encounter in the 2026 Women's African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Doris Bwedua, Miriam Ponsa, and Grace Asantua were all on the score sheet for the Queens in the thumping win. The Black Queens will now host the Cleopatras in Accra on Tuesday, the 28th of October at the Accra Sports Stadium, knowing that they're one step away from qualification to the 2026 Women's African Cup of Nations, which will take place in Morocco. Let's hear from their head coach, Kim Lasbio-Kogan.
You can see that we haven't been together for a while. It doesn't connect like they did a couple of months ago. But I do think that the energy was there. We did many good things. In the end, we perform overall good. We can win a difficult away game with 3-0. I mean, the result is amazing. So it's put us in a good position, of course, to make sure that we make the next AFCON.
Kim Lasbio-Kegring is the head coach of the Black Queens. In the other qualifiers today, Benin take on Nigeria. Kenya hosts Gambia, Burkina Faso up against Togo, Cape Verde face Mali, and Senegal welcome Ivory Coast. All these games will kick off at 3 p.m. Now, GFA President Keto Kreku has made it clear that only players with genuine passion and commitment to Ghana will earn a place in the Black Star squad for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The GFA boss addressed ongoing discussions about potential call-ups for foreign-born players such as Edin Ketia, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and Francis Amuzu, stressing that Ghana's qualification for the World Cup should not suddenly attract players who previously showed little interest.
I don't want mercenaries to come to Ghana. I don't want people just to jump on the ship because we've qualified for the Mondial. I want players who love Ghana, who play from their hearts with passion, and who would want to represent Ghana in all competitions. So yes, I've been very, very categorical that if you have refused us in the past, if you've not shown respect to us in the past, I will not open the door because we have qualified for the Mondial. I don't care about what the coach wants to do. He has his preference, just like any other person. But as a principled person, it is. I mean, you have to show beyond reasonable doubt that you want to play. You are committed towards the national flag. You are proud to be a Ghanaian. Players who have not shown enough commitment towards the Ghanaian flag will not be part of us. There must be good reasons why a player will be part of the traveling party. I want players who show high level of dedication, who show passion, and who show respect for Ghana, to represent Ghana. For me, as the leader, I don't really care about what anybody says. At the end, it's me. And at the end, I'm responsible for Ghana. And if it is that, I just want to repeat what the coach said. If we have approached you before, if you have turned down Ghana before, if you have not shown respect to Ghana, your country before, count yourself out.
That was the voice of GFA President Keto Kreku speaking there to 3 Sports. In the CAF Confederation Cup, Kumasi Asante Kotoko will take on Wydad Athletic Club in Morocco later today at 7 p.m. in the second leg of the second preliminary round for a place in the group stage. The Moroccans head into the game with a 1-goal advantage over the Ghanaian FA Cup champions after the first leg at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's week 7 in the GPL, and later today, Hearts of Lions, they take on Basake Holy Stars at 3 p.m. in the English Premier League this weekend. Action starts today at the Bramall Lane, and Leeds United, they host West Ham United at 7 p.m. on Saturday. Chelsea take on Sunderland at Stamford Bridge at 2 p.m. Newcastle United face Fulham at the same time. Then Manchester United take on Brighton at Old Trafford at 4:30 p.m. At 7 p.m. at the GTEC Community Stadium, Liverpool travel to Brentford. On Sunday, Arsenal take on Crystal Palace at 2 p.m. At the same time, Aston Villa face Manchester City. Bournemouth take on Nottingham Forest. Wolves face Burnley, and Everton take on Tottenham at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. And that's the latest in the world of sports. For more on all these stories, visit citysportsonline.com. Kickoff was powered by Shell. Shell Go Wells under GH Politangana, and let's share. Let's improve life. I am Edwin Kwa Kofi. The City Breakfast Show with Caleb Kuda continues.
If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go, let's share go, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation, let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Let's share go, we improve your life.
Do you ever
ever wonder how your car's engine is doing as you drive?
Not often.
Does it feel confident and protected, or is it tired and struggling?
I have a busy schedule, so I leave matters of my engine to Shell V-Power. With Shell V-Power, you can feel confident because it is the best ever fuel designed for performance and efficiency. Shell V-Power removes performance-robbing deposits, so you can feel protected.
Fill up with Shell V-Power at a Shell service station near you. Feel confidence, feel protection, and feel performance over and over again with Shell V-Power. Fuel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Go well.
Whether you're buying water from your favorite spot in Osu, shopping online for the latest styles, or booking your next getaway to Dubai, MasterCard gives you the freedom to pay your way. Insert, tap, swipe, click. So many options, yet so easy. With layers of security protecting every payment, your money stays safe. From Trotro to travel, MasterCard connects you to the life you've earned and the one you dream of. Ask your bank for a MasterCard today. MasterCard. Safe, convenient, priceless.
I send them, you get them. I get them, I send them. I get them, I pay them.
I get them, I take them.
You get them,
I send them.
I send them, you get them. I get them,
I buy them, I take them.
I pay them, I send them.
Telecel Cash.
Experience the ultimate convenience of sending money on Telecel Cash. Sending money from Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash is free. You can also make payments to merchants on all networks. Enjoy best value and total security with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
You're looking for a bank to rely on? Let me give you a shoulder to lie on. Would we sick to bank be no lie? Only one place where I get my eye on. Make I introduce you all to First Bank, the best services in the world, first rank. Customer service, everything is well planned. I make music, I travel, I sell land. They be my reserve tank. Cause every time I know my money's safe. Universal banking ain't in me here any date. I'm a busy person, me no need time to wait. Now you got to Spain, even when I'm in the States. My me blue shirt. But tell me office a chilly, but who cares? Cause I bank with the best. I'm lucky, I'm too blessed. When it comes to First Bank, it's too west. Everything is you first.
Nobody feed you, I'm like us. Do I'm like us. First Bank we treat you first. Treat you first. Somebody see yeah. Think about you first. Think about you first.
You first. First Bank.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Jiggy jiggy be the bomb. Ashford jiggy jiggy be strong. Ashford jiggy jiggy be sweet. Ashford make you lie down cool. Ashford jiggy jiggy. Ashford make you lie down cool. Ashford heavy heavy. Ashford make you lie down cool. Ashford jiggy jiggy. Ashford make you lie down cool. Ashford come on bounce it. International Ashford Shama.
I meet some girl for Pote last week. Fine face with the backside tape. I yell like giddy giddy many men, she bounce like two. German on the night, man, she go tell my boo. See back up what a man can do. Give her the whole world, the woman April fool. My name JDU mattress, my pillow set body. Ash for me where the girl pass through. She did spring on my bed, wow, look. Feel it, no 8, 10 inch, no. You know the same. Possibility, yes, answer your mono. Durability be what? Comfort be supreme.
Make you lie down, cool. Ashford jiggy jiggy. Ashford make you lie down, cool. Ashford
affordability be like ability.
Ashford.
Ash foam, jiggy jiggy mattress.
Feel it, know it.
You can't tell what your baby will become or what his interests will be. But you can help her get a strong start with good nutrition. Young Vita, made with the goodness of milk, plus Nutri-V, is a delicious, nutrient-rich cereal for your baby. Oh yeah, older ones love it too. Give your baby good nutrition for a strong start. Yum Vita is available in other yummy variants. Yum Vita, a delicious way to grow. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome to Lifesaver Moment, brought to you by the Ghana Cooperative Credit Union Association. Learn a new skill today. It is never too late to do so. That's your next break if you don't give up.
Nobody cushions you like your credit union. Nobody cushions you like your credit union. For 70 years and counting, we've been around. Nobody cushions you like your credit union.
Nobody cushions you like your credit union. Whatever your needs for loans, investments, savings, and more, call 0302-220-299 or visit cua.org.gh for more information. You can also follow us on our social media handles.
Nobody cushions you like your credit union.
Hey there, all enterprise customers. We are rewarding all of you just for standing by us all this while. Simply keep doing the things you've always done with us, like renewing policies, making purchases, and more. The twist though, you have to do them on our self-service portal via web or the Enterprise Advantage app. Once you log into the portal, access Advantage Points and do any of the transactions you're allowed to do there in order to earn points. The more you transact, the more points you earn. The points you earn can be used to redeem loads of airtime, Momo, and other rewards. It's that simple. Just visit the portal, log in, and enjoy. Visit my.enterprisegroup.net.gh or download the Enterprise Advantage app to get started. Enterprise Advantage Points, because nothing you do should be pointless.
Enterprise, your advantage.
Guys, let me tell you the story of my our day jollof. Mommy had to travel, and guess who she left in charge? My sister, Ifia. I nearly cried. Then Mommy gave her Gino jollof tomato mix and whispered like a ninja.
You know our secret, right?
Ifia went online looking for recipes. I said yeah, but when she started cooking, the aroma, then I tasted it. Gino jollof, so cool. Then our day came. My friends tasted my jollof.
What is going on here?
Say, my sister packed one for you.
Let me taste it. Enjoy jollof the Ghana way. Gino Jollof Tomato Mix is made with a perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, fine herbs, and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. Grab yours now. This advert is FDA approved.
Gino truly cares.
Is it possible that the biggest threat to your business isn't the competition outside, but the lack of trust and accountability within your own team? That's why we are inviting you and your team to attend the 11th edition of the God as CEO Business Encounter on Saturday, 15th November 2025 at 9 a.m. at the Chartered Institute of Bankers Auditorium, Accra. Theme: Building Excellent Teams with God's Blueprint. Speakers are Samuel Atamensa, Managing Director, Citi FM and Channel 1 TV. Dr. Mrs. Irene Stella Ajanin Boateng, Vice Chair, Public Services Commission. Mrs. Akosia Ansa Entry, Managing Director, Enterprise Insurance. And the President of God as CEO, Doug Dwyer. Moderating the conversations will be Mrs. Petra Abba Asamoah. Register now for only 500 Ghana cedis at godasceo.org/Africa/Accra or call 055-045-4700. Give your team a chance to deliver excellence and thrive. Sponsored by Rivia, Wopeka, and Amalina Children's Haven.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
I got that karma glow, so
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City
97.3.
Oh man, what a sound, what a message, what a piece of art on the morning like this. It's good to start the day with our fire, you know? And is her name. It's 11 past 8. 0549 986 996. We've lost the longest serving first lady in our history. Yesterday she was called to glory. As Sky will say, she has joined the majority. And she's been the conversation, her legacy, her life, her impact, and everything that came with the phenomenon called Nana Konedu Ajiman Rawlings. For many, it's the end of an era. For me, moments like this are really the beginning, because when we actually highlight their stories, people begin to share their encounters with people like these, and those stories sow seeds into the lives of the next generation. And so yes, it may be the end of an era physically, but I see the beginning of bigger things. Of course, we respect the need for privacy for the family. And for a public figure like this, who has been very much an integral part of our social life and our history, you know, it's not just the politics she did, it's not even just the women empowerment. You saw her come alive at entertainment grounds, wherever there was a concert, wherever you will see her. And I recall fondly when she took to the dance floor with President Kufuor and Jerry John Rawlings joined in. At the time, we were very young, right? But we heard of the story of the rivalry, bitter one, between her husband and President Kufuor at the time. So seeing them on the dance floor, it was such a beautiful sight, and she has been a delight to watch. Many have written their experiences with her. So much has been written about her. We'll get into that. You can share with us what your encounters and experiences with her has been. 0549 986 996. Earlier on the business edition, the market women were telling us how impactful the 31st December market daycare that she built across the country helped make their lives much easier. So we'll be getting into that. But I'm also happy to have some goings issues. Like a friend sending me a late night message last night to say, look, we've not had water for months. No, we will get into that. But the big one also is happening tomorrow and the weekend. We are converging in Tamale, on Tamale Sports Stadium. Bring your dedications as well, 0549 986 996. I have a couple I'll be bringing to you. In the meantime, congratulations to Kwache, Jamilu Abdullahi, Joseph Moni Aqua, Maxwell, Safo Boateng, Jonathan Alovi, and Esther Osedanso for emerging as winners in September 2025 for the First Bank Ghana Use and Win promo. From now to the end of November, use First mobile app or *894# for your everyday transactions and stand the chance of winning a 500 Ghana Citi cash every single week. Every single week, you heard me right. First mobile app, *894# is the number. The more you use the First mobile app or the *894#, the better your chances of winning. So grab your phone and get that going. First Bank, you first. G&J understands that some moments just should never be interrupted. Whether you're celebrating life, you're studying at night, whatever it is, you need power. With reliable generators, solar energy, and UPS solutions, power never stops. G&J is your go-to for total energy solutions. GJTechGhana.com is where to visit. G&J, your energy partner.
I'm not surprised.
Okay. Are you a customer of Enterprise? If not, you're missing out on Enterprise Advantage Points, the loyalty program that rewards you for staying covered the smart way.
Wow.
With Enterprise Advantage Points, customers can rack up points and score awesome rewards just by making purchases, renewing policies, and more. All through their self-service portal or the Enterprise Advantage Point. Log into your account, access Advantage Points, and start earning points for rewards like airtime, Momo, and more. my.enterprisegroup.net.gh is where to go. Download the Enterprise Advantage app to get started. Join the Enterprise family now and purchase a policy today to enjoy this exclusive offer. Enterprise Advantage Points, because nothing you do should be pointless. Enterprise is your advantage.
Yes, Caleb, and Zenith Bank Ghana extends a heartfelt thank you to everyone who joined us for our 20th anniversary health walk on Saturday, October 18. You showed up and you showed out. From loyal customers and partners to friends and proud supporters, your energy, enthusiasm made the walk a true celebration of 2 decades of banking excellence and shared growth. We appreciate your presence, your spirit, and your commitment to walking this journey with us. Cheers to many more years ahead. Zenith Bank, in your best interests. Yumvita infant cereal with milk is making feeding time for babies 6 months and above easy. With 3 delicious flavors, rice, wheat, and maize and wheat, baby gets a variety of cereals. Yumvita infant cereal is enriched with Nutri-V, which contains 16 essential vitamins and minerals, including zinc, iron, and calcium. We recommend you only add previously boiled water, stir, and experience the joy of feeding baby. Yes, that's right. Yumvita is offering you value for money. Yumvita, good nutrition for a strong start. This advert is FDA approved. Caleb, discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor. Nice. Perfect fit anytime. Nice. How about a fruity adventure? Try the delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink. And don't miss out on the refreshing Piva Tangy fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, and Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store or call 0550 032 231. Piva Beverages, a taste you love.
Okay, so happy 70th birthday to my sweet 16, Mrs. Joyce Tego of ICGC Hosanna Temple in Teshi, a woman of compassion, grace, elegance, and a beacon of hope to many. God bless you and continue to honor the days of your life with peace and joy. I love it. Happy birthday to Cecilia and my sister Marilyn of Resurrection Power New Generation Church in the discipline department. Oh, okay, discipline department. Alright, that's new. Happy birthday to Ronald Kobe Baji of the Ghana Immigration. Have a good day, short and sweet. Please wish my dear friend Mimi Owusu-Ansah a happy birthday. Dearest Mimi, you're a wonderful person and friend, a great mother and a sterling professional. I am grateful to God for the gift you are. May this new year be a great year for you. You've already come so far, but God is out to surprise you. Have a blessed new year from Petra, Samuel Asamoah, and RJ Squad. Moment of truth to my sweet wife. You're an awesome wife, Mrs. Dempsey Lincoln of Diabetic Clinic Ofordia Regional. Okay, I think that's yesterday. Alright. The birthday messages are brought to you by MasterCard. When we're talking about convenience, safety, when it comes to your money, you know that MasterCard is the power, gives you the power to shop and make payments on the go. On lazy Saturdays, you can buy breakfast, lunch, a snack, and dinner all from your couch, all with your MasterCard. You can even shop locally and internationally with just a tap. And if you're out and about, pay by inserting your card, tapping or scanning. Leave cash in the past. Go to your bank and switch to MasterCard today to be on your way to something truly priceless. Thank you, MasterCard, for helping us with the dedications. I'll come to a few others very shortly, but Sky, like I was saying, when people pass, for many, especially people who rise to prominence and do a lot in the public eye, it's described as the end of an era. An era has come to an end with its impact, its legacy, and of course the controversies that may have come with that personality's days here while he or she was here. But like I say, it's usually when people like that pass that their stories are retold. So we like to say that, let's celebrate people while they are here. While that is true, usually at the end of their physical tenure here, people then recollect and reflect their encounters with such persons. And I think that process of re-sharing or telling stories of people's encounters should not be condemned at all. Because people like to say, we waited till they've passed before you are now saying X, Y, and Z. But I feel that for the many who may not have encountered such persons, it's a great opportunity for them to pick lessons and also see how they can guide their life, because when people pass, interviews they've done, suddenly everyone is trying to watch. Those who might have missed out would want to catch up and understand who this person is and why they meant so much to a certain group of people within a certain age bracket. So I think that as many people who have encountered any of our greats should go ahead and share their stories, because it's a good time for those who must have missed them to also know. And then it tells you also the power of little things. My friend Stanley Tordison, he went to, I think, the 31st December Women's Movement. There's a school within the ministries area, and he was talking about how he had a report card with the 31st December Women's thing, and on this report card, the First Lady was supposed to have signed it. But that's one, his isn't signed, so you always look forward to meeting her and she signing it. But the other thing he also talked about was the fact that because their school was within the ministry, anytime there was any state event, it was the kids from that school, they represented, they were at the march, they were here, she would show up. And people talk about the impact such appearances have on them, even as little as they are. And it tells you that, the little things matter. So I'm trying to say that the little things we do that we may even take for granted, sometimes just stopping by to say hello to someone who you mean so much to will change a lot in their lives. But you're also thinking about just how busy you are and you don't have so much time. Anyway, let me just.
Before Sky comes
Yes.
in, something you said that I would like to pick on.
Yeah.
The I grew up watching Nana Kunedra, Jim and Rawlings. I was very young. I can't tell how old, but I was very young watching a woman like her.
Yeah.
And that's why I agree with the headline the Catalyst newspaper used, a woman like no other. I remember I was fascinated by this woman.
Yeah.
She was bold, she was confident,
Yeah.
she stood by the president, and she wasn't, the typical first lady. This is without any prejudice to any other, but she wasn't your typical first lady who would follow the president here and there. You would see her with the president then, Jerry John Rawlings, but you also see her by herself leading her tasks, when it comes to the 31st December Women's Movement, leading her campaigns for women's empowerment. You would recall her participation in the Beijing conference. This was not an ordinary woman, and for every young girl out there, you watched her and you had the room. Definitely, you were inspired, and your mind had the room to dream that big.
Right.
So her existence then, and this is all politics aside, gave that inspiration that told you that you can be bold, you can be assertive, you can aspire to do whatever you want to do.
That's very important, Sky.
Well, I mean, Kakra couldn't have put it any better. I think we are shaped by the many people we come into contact with, who we learn from, who we, have disagreements with, who we fight with, who we laugh with, and all of that. As I was saying much earlier, I mean, growing up in those early years of my life, when we had access to black and white television, you would normally see the news of GTV, right? When the president travels, or the Chairman Rawlings, as he was called at the time, came back, you saw, him in some cases alone, in some other cases with the First Lady. And I first became really conscious of her exploits, when I saw my mother with, there was this T-shirt that, 31st December Women's Movement T-shirt, Market Women.
Yeah.
It was in black and white. You had some circle in front of it, and then you had Nana Konedu's portrait embossed on it with a red beret. It wasn't properly artistically designed, because I think those days it was difficult to actually do precision printing, so they did screen printing and blah blah blah. And if you were close to market women, my mother, is a market woman, so, and they took so much interest in this, like they would die for it, and they understood what it meant to be empowered economically.
Yes.
Because in many cases they were holding the fort for men, in the house, if the men went out to do what they needed to do, or in cases where the men were not taking charge of the home, the women would not allow their kids to go hungry. So they would be out there fighting for every space to be able to provide for their kids. And, every time I saw my mom in that shirt, I became curious. What was this about? What was it about? And then eventually I was able to connect that with the television pictures that I was seeing with the president or the Chairman Rawlings those days. And then I remember that, during those early years, the First Lady came to Kajranao, as I said much earlier. I must have been at the primary school or the GSS, one of them. I think it was a primary school, actually. And then we were told that, okay, today there wasn't going to be any school. The First Lady was coming to town, and they selected a handful of us, together with students from other schools, so that we could go and, receive her. And I remember vividly the time that she came, and all the women were in this T-shirt that I was talking about, with all kinds of things to receive her when she came to town. It was beautiful. And being a kid in that crowd, the energy with which she came, the things she was articulating, which there was a translator translating, she was speaking English, and there were people who were doing the ever translation. And the things she was talking about, empowerment, getting jobs done, people who need to go into what do you call it? Sewing. People who needed to go into making soap. All of these things, entrepreneurship. I mean, and the women came with their bowls, and it was a truly beautiful sight. Of course, my perception of what was reality those days, a bit tempered by where I was confined to, you understand? But growing up, seeing the stories coming to Accra, and the force of her presence around Jerry Rawlings, her command within the space of NDC matters, leaving office, the turmoil around leaving office, the John Kufuor years, early years, the prosecution, coverage of those trials in court, the back and forth, the accusations of you are trying to persecute a distinguished former first lady who fought for this country, empowered women, and I remember going back, their return from Beijing, because I saw those pictures. 95. I saw those pictures.
Beijing conference.
Yes, and when they came off the plane and blah blah blah. In fact, there was a documentary that was done and played in those years. I don't remember. GBC did something which covered various aspects of their trip to Beijing, and how Ghanaians received, the former first couple and blah blah blah. And later years, reading about the force of the Beijing conference, the things that conference stood for. Look, if we sit today and we talk about empowerment, with the greatest respect, we owe a lot of the credit we accrue today to the force of Nana Konadu Rawlings. She was articulate. She knew what she wanted. A powerful, matriarch. Is that the word they use to describe? Yes. Nana, what do you call it? Apioko is here. And how to play with power.
I'm telling you.
You understand? She was obvious in your face, but she was doing the work. She wasn't the kind of first lady you see reserved to the background and was called and told what she needed to do. When the husband was there fighting to protect his own legacy as president or head of state, she was also there doing her bit, because I think she understood, as I heard her say somewhere, that look, you have the majority of the people in the country being women, right? They have a force in the bedroom and beyond the bedroom. You understand? Beyond the house, they have so much command. We get things done. So you might wake up one day and say, oh, they say somebody has been fired from work. You don't know how the person got out of that space. Because of a certain force. They provide counsel, they provide guidance, and when you are able to mobilize women the way she did, look, it takes a certain wisdom. And if you understand how she got the name, Kunedu, right? Like you should fight until the very end.
Oh,
named after the Ashanti female ruler who took over the reins of the Ashanti kingdom following the capture of the former was it Prempeh, the one who was taken to Seychelles. Yes. So if you understand how she was named, you will be marveling at what she's been able to achieve.
She's lived up to it.
She's lived it. And look, anytime I saw her, I was always in awe, because seeing her as a child, meeting her in the courtroom when she was on trial, the later years when after amnesty or whatever, the state filed nolle prosequi, Mills, Kufuor was leaving office. The interviews were there thereafter, and when she became flag bearer, aspirant, how that went in Sunyain, we were there. We did all the interviews, the controversy. And when she decided to break away to form the NDP, I was almost always in their press conferences with the likes of the Honorable Michael Tenyaonu. And and the NDC people said that you every time you are pointing your microphone in the NDC, blah 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 blah. I think that in many ways, look, if the story of the Fourth Republic is told, and in fact Ghana is told, she will occupy a vast chapter. And we can only pray that she will rest in perfect.
There was a story I read talking about the impact she made through her service and her legacy. There was a story I read earlier on 11th November 2024. This was last year. So yesterday when the news of her passing hit, my mind went back quickly to that particular script. And our colleague Fentio wrote, our friend, wrote that sometime back here in November. He says, "Where I'm from, Vamboy, a tiny village just outside of Tumu in the Upper West region, to have a boy as your first child was considered a big blessing. Above all other things, your worth as an asset was going to be determined by how much you contributed as a farmhand. For starters, I had to do errand, fetch water, bring a cutlass, herd the cattle, this and that, as soon as I could steadily place one foot in front of the other. It was pretty much the same for every family. But some of that changed quite significantly in 1991, when the 31st December Women's Movement put up the village's very first school, a day nursery. Suddenly, there was a fresh incentive for parents to consider the prospect of formal education. It wasn't so straightforward, as some needed persuasion to enroll their wards. Even fathers, the sole decision makers, traditionally, in what is very much a patriarchal society, were urged to volunteer a child each towards assembling the inaugural batch of pupils. And that included my father, who at the time had just one child. Surely, he had every reason not to heed that call, and the Lord knows there were more than a few who tried to get him to decline, as after all, others who had children in the tens could afford to send half of them to the school and barely feel the pinch on the farm. The odds were stacked against my father, and thus against me, but ultimately he made the difficult decision to take me to school. I made it just in time for the day of the school's commissioning, an occasion to be graced by no other personality than the then First Lady of Ghana, who doubled as founder of the DWM. That's the
December Women's Movement.
Precisely. Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rawlings. With a nursery full of children and a child to put on a proper show, the teachers got to work, teaching us basic nursery rhymes. I was quite good at those, and that perhaps was where my lifelong interest in the English language began. I was one half of a duo picked to perform those well-rehearsed rhymes for the sufficiently impressed First Lady and her entourage. Nuratu, a cousin, was the other. It is till date my most valid recollection of my otherwise unremarkable childhood. I remember the reaction after I was done performing A Lion. I was no older than 5 years old, yet I could see that everyone present, my beaming father especially, was really proud of me. Oh, there were people from neighboring villages as well. The atmosphere was almost like what you could expect to feel at a political rally. And maybe it was really unofficially some sort. It was really unofficially. The general elections, Ghana's first since mid-1979, were coming up the very next year. Mrs. Ajiman Rawlings' husband, Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, was reportedly eyeing a transition from military dictatorship to becoming the first democratic president of Ghana's soon-to-be-born Fourth Republic. Mind you, I have only come to appreciate all this history years after, only with the benefit of hindsight, of course. What I did know for a fact back then, though, was that this event presented me with the first opportunity to see a 4x4 vehicle. Lots of them, and I sat in one beside the then First Lady, Mrs. Ajiman Rawlings. Wow. She took Nuratu and myself in her car after the program and proceeded to campaign in other parts of the district before bringing us back to our village. The joy of that ride lasted a fair few days before all that joy was replaced by creases on my rather prominent forehead, and for good reason. We had been told the day's event would be on national television not long afterwards. Hence, each evening found us gathering around Mr. Dentier's battery-powered TV, hoping to catch the news item and bask in the glow of it. Yet, weeks passed with nothing in sight, and my father, every bit as disappointed as myself, eventually stopped taking me on those news-watching, thrill-seeking visits. It goes on and on and on to tell you how, just narrating how, the dedication to education, showing up and involving the kids.
So you see,
made such a lasting impact on.
Let me just give you a
life.
quick list of the things that
Sure.
Beijing stood for, right?
Sure.
It was held in 1995, right? But actually, the campaign actually spanned 1975 to 1995. And it built on political agreements that had been reached at 3 previous global conferences on women. And it consolidated decades of legal advices aimed at securing the equality of women with men in law and practice. More than 17,000 participants attended the conference, including 6,000 government delegates, and she was part of the government delegation that went. More than 4,000 accredited NGO representatives and a host of international civil servants, and around 4,000 media representatives. Now, these were the key areas. The conference marked a significant turning point for the global agenda for gender equality. The Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action, adopted unanimously by 189 countries, was an agenda for women's empowerment that is now considered the key global policy document on gender equality.
Yeah.
It set strategic objectives and actions for the advancement of women and achievement of gender equality in 12 critical areas of concern. The first, women and poverty. And I saw her in action dealing with that when she was training my mother. Education and training of women. Charlie, women and health, because maternal mortality was a big issue. Violence against women, in those days, particularly across the continent of Africa, a lot of wars were happening, and women were being abused all over the place. Women and the economy, as I was saying. Economic empowerment. Women in power and decision making. Institutional mechanism for advancement of women. Human rights of women. Women and media. And women and the environment, as well as the girl child.
So it's a tall list, and we'll get back to it very shortly. But Bernard, we have Kofi Adams on the line.
Yeah, we also have Apioko here. Apioko, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Kofi
Good
Adams
morning.
was at a point the spokesperson of the Rawlingses. That's how I got to know of Kofi Adams many years ago. He's now the Minister of Sports, but also the Member of Parliament for Boem. So we
and he used to be a youth leader in the NDC.
Yes.
In fact, he was in that position when he was co-opted to become.
You also used to be a teacher at Adisa College.
Yeah.
So let's put all that in context. Let's just take some thoughts from him on the death of Nana Najima Rawlings and what her life meant to us. Honorable Kofi Adams, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Hello, good morning. Yeah, we'll fix the line shortly.
Yeah.
Kofi Adams is on the line. We will speak to him in the next few moments. I just wanted to add to what Kai said. I think it's quite interesting that the government went to China 2025. That's 30 years after Beijing. And it's also a women's empowerment conference. They came back only last week.
Yeah.
So the 30 years, so the Beijing 95, Beijing 2025. Maybe in a sense that encapsulates her life. I encourage listeners to get her book. She's one of the few political leaders in Ghana who's actually written a book. It's called It Takes a Woman. I recall Samens interviewing her on that in The Footprints. So I recommend you get that book because she outlines a lot of things. The first time I actually started taking an interest in her life, I was reading the autobiography of Dr. Evans Amfom, who was the second African Vice Chancellor of KNUST.
When was this?
Evans Amfom's book was written in 2005.
Okay.
And he's a surgeon. He was the second African to be VC of Tech after taking over from RP Balfour, Fritz Balfour's father. And he was writing about the student leaders he worked with when he was VC at KNUST. And he spoke about the student leadership group led by PV Obing.
Yeah.
And
former presidential advisor.
Yes, that group also included the former majority leader of MPP, it's called
Felix Owusu-Ejapong.
Felix Owusu-Ejapong. And Nana Najima Rawlings was an assistant organizing secretary also of the SRC of KNUST because she was doing textile and design. And many people believe that it was her friendship with PV Obing that even brought him because they were, of course, she went to Achimota School and her knowledge of PV Obing as part of the SRC in tech in those years was what convinced President Rawlings to bring PV into government. Let's come to Kofi Adams. So, Honorable Kofi Adams, thanks for joining us. Good morning. We're still having some technical challenges with the line, and we'll try and use a different connection to bring him. So I just want to say that her politics actually started before even her husband became, because a lot of people want to tie her influence to, she's the wife of Rawlings, which is true. But that history material, and Anson writes about the remarkable leadership qualities of that SRC group. Okay, PV Obing, Nana Konadu, and Felix Owusu Ejepon, who all later become political leaders in Ghana's future. So I just wanted to put that out there that as an activist, she's been doing this before she met Rawlings. Of course, being the daughter of G.O.T. Ajiman, a prominent Ashanti aristocrat as well, is also part of her story. So as Kai was trying to say, her family lineage and how she was brought up already she was on a path to that type of influence. So it's no surprise that a few months after Rawlings came in, she founded the 31st December Women's Movement, which for a lot of people in that time, people interpret that as just a political movement. But you see, to try and empower women economically in the early 80s, in a period of extreme poverty, is a serious thing. So it's education, economic empowerment of market women. Ghana is one of the few countries in the world with a majority of entrepreneurs being women. Why? Because our market women are entrepreneurs. And she realized that to empower a woman is to empower her economically. And that was 40 years ago, before a lot of us started discussing these things. So it's not even just Beijing, all right? The idea of giving women an education, she forced a lot of women to do adult literacy.
Right.
So a lot of what she was doing was not just economic. She realized that if you give a woman an education, you've empowered her to be influential and to be independent. All right? Because we do know that the more you educate a woman, the more economically empowered she becomes, the more agency she has over her body, the more she's able to be even managing the reproductive process and not necessarily having too many kids. All of those things are education. And she started talking about these things in the 80s. So in many ways she was a pioneer and a trailblazer. But because of the character of her husband and how prominent he was, you would have thought that she would be overshadowed. But I think she carved her own path. And you can't argue that she's one of the most influential first ladies on the African continent, having almost 21 years of doing that. So her legacy will be strong, and we are happy she wrote a book. She told her own story. She didn't allow her story to be told by other people. And so for me, I think that, of course, a lot of people may not agree with her politics. Even within the NDC, there are people who have issues with the fact that she dared to challenge Mills in 2011, 2012, and dared to run for president in 2016. But if you put all of that in the context of a country's history, I think Nana Konadu stands tall. I think maybe you should interview Kofi. Maybe I'm the problem. So you should. Okay, no, he's on the line.
That's right. I just want to mention quickly that we returned from China no long ago.
That's what I was saying.
Just 2 days ago.
Yes.
Japan, for the first time in their history,
had a woman
elected a female prime minister. I mean, look at the
Anyway, let's talk to Kofi Adams. Kofi, I hope this line is better now. Honorable Kofi Adams, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. I guess I can say condolences to you because, in a sense, because of your work, you've become part of the family, correct?
Well, more than part of the family. I must say, politically, all of us today have a political party we belong to, believed in, because that platform was created by Her Excellency Nana Konadu Ajiman Rawlings and her colleagues and other contemporaries. And we have carried on. It was they we saw. It was they we followed. It was they we understood. Saw what it is that they represented. And later on, when we drove into the multi-party constitutional democracy, we found it necessary to join the party that was created to carry on with such projects. Projects, social intervention, things that brought needs of the people at the center. And I am a key beneficiary in many of these areas. So it's more than a family. And it's a big loss to me personally, our political party, and as a country.
So how did you get to become spokesperson for the Rawlingses? And what type of relationship did that engender between you and the former First family?
Well, being a spokesperson means that you are in the ends of the family. You know virtually everything that you are supposed to know, and you know what is beyond what maybe you will be communicated out there. And so you must be truly part and parcel of the family. And I was appointed a full spokesperson when now Ambassador Smith was removed from that office. That was when I became officially the spokesperson. But before then, I've been with the family in different capacities. And you are involved at the community level, you are involved at the regional level. You should also take note that before I became the Deputy National Youth Organizer, I was also Constituency Youth Organizer, Constituency Secretary, and Regional Youth Organizer for Central Region for 2 terms before becoming a Deputy National Youth Organizer and Deputy General Secretary and National Organizer. So I've been involved in a number of activities and involved especially with Her Excellency Nana Konadu Rawlings because of so many community projects that she got involved in, whether it was women empowerment, through farming, through processing of some of the food products, through organization of women, giving them a voice, teaching them various home management skills, the young people, education and health, and all these. She cared so much about the family unit. She cared so much about community drive that as a first lady, that was the first time we were seeing a first lady that is interested in going to farms of her movement. A first lady that is interested in removing high-heeled shoes and dirtying herself in the faraway communities and seeing the reality of life that confronted various communities and families. And that was, look, many people today have had good education because of the intervention of Nana Konadu Rawlings and her 31st December Women's Movement. She made sure, even as she empowered these women to become commercially viable, she placed educational facilities close to their point. So you see market, and the next thing you see is a daycare, a crèche, or a KG. So that whilst you are selling, your child will have a safe environment to stay and be learning until such time when the child is old enough to be away from the mother. And in other words, can go to school a bit far while the mother goes to the market to do whatever it is that she wants to do. She brought education, so that child is not denied. That child don't grow later to feel like, no, the classroom is not my place. My place is at the market, because that was where I was with my mother all the way up till age 6. So even when the person reached the age to be able to start normal school, the child is not interested in going to school. She saw this very early and brought it closer to the people. That's why you find a lot of schools near our markets long ago.
Kofi, a lot of our listeners, or some of our listeners, may be much younger, so may not have experienced her public life as a first lady. Most of them may probably have heard, oh, that is Mrs. Rawlings. So two things for us. What type of person was she? Because we also heard that it wasn't a very easy relationship, even with media, because she stood her ground. She was part of a very complicated government. So what was it like dealing with her personally? What type of person was Nana Akufo-Addo for those who just saw her on television or read about her in the newspapers?
So what it was that even as it is today, the media kind of found a way to be the opposition of what is supposed to have been opposition. And don't forget that she came in the time that we of course didn't have constitutional democracy. So there was really no voice opposing government. It was a military regime that was in place. So the media, of course, no matter what form it was, including even the state and the private outside of the country, will find a way of mirroring the voice of those opposed to the regime. And so you would expect to see a certain level of as if the person is not friendly to the media. But if you check from those who were in the media, especially the state media and what have you, she was one of the nexus, one of the very close persons, one of the go-to persons who especially gave voice to the women in broadcasting. She gave a lot of voice to many of them. But it wasn't as liberalized as it is today. So you may find it as if she was really opposed to media, but she was much more open, a bit more open to the media than even many other persons.
See,
she was much more open. But one thing you could say for her was that she, together with President Rawlings, had a mind that governance must be closer to the people. The people must participate they must participate in decisions that affected them. Even during the non-constitutional era, and that was what birthed what we describe as the local government concept, and bringing in, encouraging even women then to contest as assembly members, to have a voice.
Kofi, so her legacy in governance and women empowerment is unquestionable. I have a last but one question for you. It seems as if her relationship with the NDC took a turn for the worst. First, when she dared challenge Mills, I think it was 2011-2012 election, internal election flag bearership, and then 2016, by which time she had formed the NDP, she also ran for president. So I'm not sure what the feeling among the whole NDC will be, because you know when President Rawlings died in November 2020, I mean, you can say that Rawlings being the founder, his legacy in NDC is intact. But I think it's different for Nana Akufo-Addo because she formed a different political party. So it's almost, it's checkered, right? The relationship with the NDC has not been the smoothest. So even in death, we can still admire her legacy as a first lady and still admit that things didn't really end with the NDC the way maybe many people thought could have been 20 years ago, correct?
Well, Bernard, I would not say no to this question that you have asked. That is, for me, the most painful part of the story. Indeed, it remains the most painful part of the story because, truly speaking, her beliefs, her values are in NDC. And NDC, in terms of values and everything, will remain her home. I so strongly believe that in few years before this unfortunate passing yesterday, her heart will still remain with NDC. And the wish could have possibly been that to see a full reintegration, because after all, the political party she she founded in a way has not been able to galvanize the numbers to push any value other than what the NDC represented. That remains for me the most unfortunate situation. That contest, as some people say, they thought should not have happened, but even when it happened, should not have resulted in the kind of outcomes that we witnessed. And I believe it's been a lesson. And subsequently, the NDC have been able to manage situations much better in terms of its internal contest than we did during that period and before. In 2002, when late Professor Kwesi Botchwey, then Dr. Botchwey, and late President Mills contested for the flag bearership, we saw some MPs resigning. Abraham Kofi Asante resigned from the party after that contest. In 2005, after the party's internal contest, Dr. Obeda Samoa and his team also left to form a reform party, and so on and so forth. So we have faced these challenges. But you would observe that after the 2011 internal contest, the NDC have gone through a lot of other internal contests that has not seen the party split. Indeed, the party has become even stronger after such contests. In 2018, we saw Chairman Ofosu Ampofo and now other executives run for the elections. We saw in 2019 a lot of candidates coming against now President John Dramani Mahama. We saw a further repeat of it. We saw the General Secretary and the incumbent chairman go through a very tough elections, and we have. So some lessons have been learned out of that process, and I believe that we still have opportunity to continue to grow this party that President Rawlings was the founding father, and Nana Konadu, truly, if there is anything to say, was the one who carried and birthed that party. So you can say she's more like the mother.
So you say that her legacy in NDC, though marred by her forming a new party, she still will have a place in the NDC party when all the chips are down?
You can't write the history of NDC and leave out Nana Konadu Agyeman Rawlings. Then you haven't talked about the NDC. There is no way anybody can talk about NDC, even up to date, today. You come talking about the NDC successes today, and you cannot link those successes, some of it to Nana Konadu Agyeman Rawlings. There are some who are members of NDC today, and that is the only reason they are members of NDC, because they believe that in as far as their mind is concerned, that party NDC was birthed by her. So any other thing she did is not birthed by her. It's birthed by something else. And that NDC is a real party. You have people like that today. Even in my constituency, in Buim, when you still find people that for them they are in NDC because of the 31st December Women's Movement. And they are who they are because of Nana Konadu Agyeman Rawlings.
Wow.
So even today, that she says she has even left and formed a party, registered a party, has become a candidate of the party, and so on and so forth. There are people in NDC who are working for NDC, doing everything for NDC because of her.
Thank you for talking to us, and again, condolences to you, and hopefully we'll speak soon when you return. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
Kofi Adams is a former spokesperson of the former First Family, the Rawlings family, and he is a member of parliament for Buem.
Yeah,
and
Buem.
the Minister for Sports. Appiako is here. Let's hear from here before we see if we can speak to another final person. Appiako, you're wearing black.
I am.
Don't tell me you have a spoken word already.
I do.
Hey! Already.
But I'm not going to share it.
Not now.
No, but I am a feminist, very proudly so. And for us, my generation of feminists, it was Nana Kunedu that we looked to.
Yeah.
Being very young, my family didn't move back to Ghana from the US until the late 90s. So during the Beijing conference, when she was standing with Hillary, all those pictures, that kind of pride.
You were in the US?
In the US, that the Ghanaian First Lady
Shoulder.
had become so prominent on this platform. It was a very big deal.
Yeah.
And then we came back, my father is an academic. My mother, very passionate about young people. Now there's an entity called the Forum for African Women Educationalists, FAWE, and it's a global forum which came out of Africa. So it's women who are educated and then have a passion for educating, especially girls, because girls were disadvantaged through our traditions, the way we place them when it comes to education and whatnot. Like the story you read, Caleb. Now, Nana Kunedu at some point was the chairperson of FAWE. And so if you remember this song, send your girl child to school, send your girl child to school, send your girl. That was a FAWE initiative. And Nana Kunedu was very much a part of that.
Right.
So she was very deliberate in working with entities and systems to make sure that that change, that empowerment that we needed for women and for girls happened. We can also talk about By the Fireside, because don't forget the woman was an artist.
Oh, it was a first member program?
Yeah.
Yes. Very much so.
Anytime
very much so.
Scrolled up.
Very much so. If you look at the end credits, it's there.
Mami Dokun and Dr. Rokuto.
Yes. So placing the mother figure, the matriarchal figure that our culture respects and knows, and then using that figure to educate the public. Very, very much so. And my aunt, my dad's elder sister, may she rest in peace, the Honorable Beatrice Naifri Ashong, was also a member of the 31st December Women's Movement. And through that, she ended up becoming the first ever MP for the Bunkatamanso constituency. So it also hits very close to home. And then lastly, what I'll say is I was a girl guide. Yes.
I was a Boy Scout.
I was a girl guide. And Nana Kunedu was actually
I was a Boy
very
Scout. I went to Boy Scout camp. Even slept in a tent.
Oh yes, plenty.
Yes,
No, we did all.
Yeah,
Girl guides, so we did camps, and she was very deliberate about placing the girl guides, young as we were, on big platforms. I'll give you an example. When President Clinton visited Ghana in 1998, we lined up with Ghanaian flags and American flags to welcome him as girl guides. When Queen Elizabeth came, not too long after that, we were taken to go and meet her at the airport. Some of the brownies, as we call them, the younger girl guides, were made to present flowers. And she would come to camp sometimes, encourage us and whatnot. So for someone like me, my generation of women, when we are saying women's empowerment, it's not just shouting. We've seen what has been done, and we know the shoes to fill.
I remember there was a day I'll never forget. I was watching the Black Queens. I think it's one of the first times they were going to play in a tournament. And Nana Kunedu went to visit them in the stadium. And then she let them sit on the grass with her and started talking to them. And somehow the GBC people sort of played the live. It was very I couldn't believe a first lady would sit on the grass and be telling them that you are going to play for Ghana, play hard. So the woman, dear,
she was an athlete. In her interview with Samens on Footprints, she mentioned that she was one of the top athletes in KNUST.
She was an Akoratu at Chimota.
But she also went to GIS. She went to Ghana International School before she went to Achimota. And honestly, when I think, I went to Tam International School. I mean, you laugh at us that we are Dadabi's and all that. But looking at someone like her,
and to be so practical,
honestly, and knowing that she could have been anywhere in the world doing anything. Many of us who follow her and follow her work, who went to international schools, especially women, we said, no, we have to be home and pay our quota. Once you have a certain privilege, you have no choice but to be home and give back. So these are the ways in which she's ingrained that spirit of patriotism, of a woman who can do.
For me, if I think of a first lady, I always think of Nana Kunedu. And if I think of a woman leading, she's the person who comes to mind in the way she does it, fearlessly, And she's not trying to say I'm better than my husband.
No,
She's just saying that this is my path,
and
and
I'll
I'm
do it.
complementing it. I'm going to do mine in a different way. And in many ways, she was more effective. Who do we have on the line?
But we have our tourism minister on the line, Ablaji Fagomashi.
Oh, Minister
Another
for
empowered woman.
Tourism,
tourism,
culture, and creative arts.
You know, and they are both very artistic people too. So.
And she's my member of parliament.
Me too.
Why
Why you?
Yes.
Why?
All right, let's speak to her. So, we're talking about by the fireside. I'm not sure if Honorable Ablaji Fagomashi was part of that production.
She was. Very
Honorable
much
Minister,
so.
can you confirm if you were part of the production of the By the Fireside program, which was sponsored by the 31st December Women's Movement? And good morning, by the way.
Good morning, Bernard. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So yes, let's pick it up from the By the Fireside, and then we'll broaden it.
Yeah.
Were you part of the production itself? Were you hosting at some point? Just clarify for us your role in that production.
Thank you very much. Good morning to all of you in the studio. Atioko, my daughter, how are you?
I'm very well, Mama. Good morning.
Great. Which is Kai, you owe me. Don't tell me that I'm your MP. Please, you owe me. Come and pay.
You owe.
Oh, really? Oh, Marakuku, Emuledo, Mama, my home again, name Yagluka,
You will talk through.
Bernard, yes. So first of all, I worked with Bibi Groma, and Bibi Groma started the acting of By the Fireside. So initially it was the adults who were acting in it before Madame changed it to having children do the play itself. And yes, I started working with By the Fireside as a production manager, production assistant. And the executive producer at the time was Mr. Ebo Hodgson of blessed memory, who was the deputy chairman of the National Commission on Culture. And then after that, I did makeup for them, I did props, and then eventually I became the producer of the show. And so I worked very closely with Mami Dokno, who was the host. And for many years, it was Kofi Middleton Mens who was the director of the show for us. And yes, it is a 31st December Women's Movement production. So they sponsored it. And if I was struggling with finding finances, all I had to do was write. And I got the support that I needed to have the production done. Ambassador Victor Smith worked with Mrs. Rawlings at the time, and if I had my memo ready and I wasn't getting a response, all I had to do was try and catch him. And then, the memo will get to Madame's desk, and approval will be given for the finances to be released to me. I'm so crushed, Bernard.
We haven't even started talking about her yet. I'm using the By the Fireside as an entry. But was she personally interested in the show? Was she watching it? Was she giving feedback? What was her vision for the program?
She was. And one of the things is that if the children danced and there was too much pelvic movement in the dance, she would call me and say, it's a children's program. They are not supposed to be doing dances with such emphatic, she would say, emphatic pelvic movement in children's dance will not be tolerated. I'll say, yes, madam. And so she will watch, and sometimes she'll get fabrics that she'll give to us to use for the costumes and so on. And apart from By the Fireside, she was also interested in children participating in national affairs. So Apioko mentioned the Queen coming to Ghana. She called me and said they had to do an Akwaba dance of a sort. And she was part of the rehearsal. She participated in the rehearsal with the children. She didn't just direct affairs at 31st. She was an integral part of everything, every detail. Like she always had a comb that she would comb through whatever it is that had the name of 31st December Women's Movement attached to. So yes, to answer your question directly.
So how did she influence your decision to enter politics? Because I know you are in the performing arts. At what point, what kind of influence did she have in your decision?
The influence would be that I met Mrs. Rawlings when I was 19 years old. So she Miss Auntie Cecilia Johnson and Shariaite, Auntie Sati, and Madame Betty Moldidrisu. All these women were they were in my head. You know, if you understand what I mean, they were in my head. They were controlling how I position myself as a Ghanaian woman. But to pick the form to contest, that she didn't have any direct role to play in it, because by that time I had offended her by not joining her party. And so it was President Rawlings rather who blessed me to go and contest. I went to inform him rather that I was going to contest the elections. He blessed me, Dr. Jokoto and Dr. Agumenu. And unfortunately for the two brothers, they didn't win. I won. And so Rawlings rather was the person who encouraged me to contest in the elections. I remember vividly the day I went to tell him. I went with W.R. McCall and a few of my colleagues, my comrades from the constituency, to inform Rawlings, but not Mrs. Rawlings, when I decided to come into active politics.
So how would you place her in terms of women activism in Africa, political leaders who were women? Where does she stand? How influential would you consider her to have been?
I think that if we will be fair and honest, we should give her all the credit as the one who was visible and laid the strong foundation upon which all of us have now built our careers on or our occupation on. I think that we have not done justice to that as people. And sometimes it surprises me that intellectuals don't give her that credit. But as a child who grew up under her feet, I think that what she stands for has to be chronicled and celebrated by this country before she leaves the earth. You know, I mean, she's gone, but she's still here. The example she gave us was that you can be a woman, you can be a career woman, and you can be politically active, and you can be socially correct, and you can be anything that you wanted to be. It's cliche, but she lived it in every sense of the word. Apioko mentioned her role when she went to that assembly to go and do this. It was huge, Bernard. It was huge. And the fact that she made a conscious effort to pull women along, that yes, you are a woman at home taking housekeeping money, maybe not, but you can do it for yourself. I want to, her husband introduced this word into our politics. She conscientized us to dare to be different, to dare to do anything that we could do. So for me, maybe other women were there before her, but like the Kwame Nkrumah story, you see, many people will say that they were there, they were doing but we know he's the founder. That is that kind of situation that I placed Mrs. Rawlings in. That many people under Kwame Nkrumah, women were given slots to be in parliament, but the one who really brought politics and women's activism strongly in this country was Mrs. Rawlings, and kudos to her. May her soul rest in perfect peace.
So yeah, of course, let me allow you to pay your final tribute to her and of course to the family. Of course, I started the discussion talking about 31st December and by the fireside, but yeah. I am sure it will be appropriate for you to just say a few final words about her on air.
You know, last week, her daughters, Zana called me about something they're doing for their father, and Amina and Yasantua wanted to see me. So I said, okay, they should come to the office in the evening so we can catch up and boss, because as I remember when I was producing by the far side, they were young and they were so respectful, and they would come when they're coming to see their mother, they would stop and greet each of us individually. And I said, oh, come and let's catch up. So they came, and at some point in the conversation, I asked, is mommy eating now? Or she's still asking for crackers? And they said, she's still doing it. And we all had such a good laugh. This was, I think, on Tuesday or Wednesday last week. And for her to just bow out like that, it's hard. But I am the woman I am today sorry, I'm getting emotional. I'm the woman I am today because of the examples that she showed me. And it doesn't matter that she and I, in the last few, like 5 years, no, not 5 years, from 2012, as Uncle Victor said the other day in the media, from 2012 that our relationships strained. I still give her credit for anything good that I have done for this country because she made it possible for me to put my mind to doing that. So, for all Ghanaian women, Baba Namikata, Wafemo, Japoe, thank you, Citi FM, for what you do. Thank you for the examples you also have been setting for our country in the media space and in sharing your corporate image so beautifully for us to emulate. So
thank you very much.
I want to thank you.
Thank you very much, Auntie Abla. Thank you. And condolences to you and to all of us. That was the Minister for Tourism, Creative Arts and Culture.
And creative.
Yeah. Okay. And we'll take a short break. Yeah. We're still reflecting on the life of Nankuri Jaman Rawlings. And we'll also make a quick dash to Tamale to gauge the preparation of the team ahead of the Northern Business Fair, which Citi FM Channel 1 have put together to entrench the support for small business in that part of the country.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Ebusuafo ehiem enuanum edwendwen se na wo beye maame yi
mensa ka 15,000 Ghana cedis efi ayofo busumi bia metua 15 cedis pe mede ne nyina eboa ya maame yi no
mensuma je 10,000 Ghana cedis every ayofo nchen medie 10 cedis na metua free me momo busumi bia
menko ade misika na amao ayofo ne se amfa
na se ye nyina na register ayo family cover no na wo kai last a wo de sika to wo momo so
asa check akrao
chese wontua wo ayo ntoboa no se wentua wo ayo family cover sika no busumi bia policy no enye adwuma enti hwese wo ni wadofo bambo no beye adwuma hwese sika be wo momo no so abri bia na wetumi etua busumi bia entem so pe ayo package a ebeboa wo nenya bambo pa kai se nhihye kakra da ho we ye nhihye free Salam Alliance Life Insurance Ghana Limited.
Ayo, because you care.
Be there for you and your family.
You don't say Premier League no get size, the passion, the goals, it a be rough. And DSTV is giving premium customers the chance to watch a Premier League game live. All you need to do is to keep your DSTV premium subscription active from now till 15th December. Dial *759# and stand the chance to watch your favorite star play before your very eyes. This promo is brought to you by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. T&Cs apply. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Hot Jobs. Tired of HR headaches? Simplify your business with Hot Jobs Africa. As your one-stop HR shop, we handle recruitment, labor outsourcing, expatriate management, consultancy services, and corporate trainings. Plus, we offer staff basing and 100% staff support to boost productivity. Don't let HR hassles hold you back. Contact Hot Jobs Africa today. Call us on 030-3980-362. WhatsApp us on 020-433-6004 or email info@hotjobsafrica.org. Visit our website www.hotjobsafrica.org. Hot Jobs Africa. Think HR, think Hot Jobs.
Hot Jobs.
The alumni of Sweetroot Secondary School, Swesco, invites you to the annual All-Year Group Awards and Dinner Dance. Relive the memories, reconnect with friends. The Old Swesconians Annual Year Group Awards and Dinner Dance is here. Join us on November 1st at 5 p.m. at the beautiful Channel 1 TV Gardens in Tesano. For just 500 Ghana cedis per head, enjoy an evening of dinner, music, and nostalgia. Don't miss the reunion of the year. The Old Swesconians Annual All-Year Group Awards and Dinner Dance is on the 1st of November 2025 at 5 p.m. at the Channel 1 TV Gardens. Contact your year group or chapter president and get your tickets. Semper Cum Optimus, always with the best. If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s. You lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
Hello, Kwame.
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change, powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Sankofa, pepper soup where you know, pepper sankofa, pepper powder, a shishi raw. Sankofa, pepper powder, sankofa, pepper powder, sankofa, pepper powder.
FDA, Aji Ejadi Nkrato Yatum.
It's the Electroland Xmas are picking one more promotion. Citi is appreciating and Electroland is offering. Buy Nasco LED TV from $6.99 Ghana cedis, and when you buy Nasco French door, you get a free 5-gas cooker. Buy Nasco 425-liter chest freezer and get free 24-inch TV. Now buy the 545 to 800-liter Nasco chest freezers and get free tabletop fridge. Buy selected TCL smart TVs and get free TV wall brackets, air purifier, and professional monitor. Or you can buy TCL side-by-side fridge and get free 24-inch LED TV. Buy the Samsung QLED 4K Neo TVs from 65 to 100-inch and get your free music frame wireless speaker. Buy Samsung DuraCool Twin Cooling Plus and get free blender or 4-burner gas cooker. Now rush to Electroland showrooms or authorized dealers in Ghana. Call 050-315-9339 or visit www.electrolandgh.com.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
If you give a little more than you take, and if you try to fix more than you break, if you're the kind who takes the time to help a stranger in the rain, there's a place for people like you. If you stand up for those down on their knees and lend a voice to those who cannot speak, if you shine a little light, give sight to the ones who've lost their way, there's a place for people like you. I've heard up there the streets are made of gold.
Loads of your messages are in. We'll get to them shortly. Now let's talk real life. Graduation is here. National service is done, and you're staring at the big question: 9 to 5 or side hustle If you're wondering what's next or how to balance both, this is for you. Join Absa Bank Ghana's free Ready to Work webinar titled Side Hustles or 9 to 5. It's happening on Friday, 24th October 2025, streaming live at 11 a.m. on Absa Bank Ghana's Facebook and YouTube channels. This isn't just talk, it's real insights from young professionals and entrepreneurs who have been where you are. So discover how to navigate the world of work, turn your ideas into income, and build a path that works for you. No perfect plan needed. Just show up with your ambition and we will help with the rest. See you there. Your story matters. Absa. Something new is coming. Did you know Volkswagen Ghana is opening a new showroom? Did you know you can acquire a brand new German machine with your used car budget in the month of October? As we open our brand new showroom, Volkswagen Accra, save up to a whopping 50,000 Ghana cedis depending on the vehicle you buy as we open Volkswagen Accra showroom at Atlantic Tower Celebration Road. Where is the pride in driving an old used car when you could have purchased a brand new car at a used car price? Talk to me, Volkswagen. You deserve a brand new car. Take advantage now. Drive VW, drive local. Hurry while stock lasts. Call 0205 638 689. We have a range of models: Vetus, T-Cross, T1, Allspace, all new Touareg, Terramont, and the Amarok pickup.
And when you get there, there's a hand to hold.
Cowbell has always had you in mind. Yes, you. And today we bring you great news. Cowbell is offering you creamy goodness in 2 creamy variants: Cowbell Premium, Cowbell Vita Rich. High protein boost of 23.6% is what you get in Cowbell Premium. It's going for 4 CDs for the 23G, 60 CDs for the 360G, and 85 CDs for the 400G10. We have the handy one too. Cowbell Vita Rich, fortified with vitamins A, B9, C, D, E, and K. Whether it's premium power or Vita Rich value is what you're after, and Cowbell has you covered. Get ready, Accra, because something exciting is coming your way. Universal Merchant Bank UMB presents a maiden edition of the UMB Customer Experience Fair, a power-packed day of connection, innovation, and celebration. Explore amazing customer exhibitions from agribusiness, pharmaceuticals, clothing, stationery, manufacturing to automobile, beauty, and wellness. So much more is happening on the 31st of October, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. at UMB Head Office, Accra, Airport City. Be part of this. Call 0800 100 880. UMB, proudly serving Ghana since 1972.
And when you get there, there's a hand to hold.
It's winning season. The luckiest is here. Luck is everywhere. Bigger and better. Dial star 712 hash. Go with option 1 for a ticket for yourself. Option 2 for someone else. The system can generate a lucky ticket for you. Then you go for option 1 if that's what you want. If you want to do your own thing, go with option 2. Confirm payment with Momo. Visit theluckiestafrica.com if you prefer to do this online. Pay with Momo and you're good to go. Luck is everywhere for everyone. Let's talk about retirement. We hardly think about it early. But you can have a stress-free retirement, you know. You're strong today, healthy, working, earning an income, living life. But life, we know, is unpredictable. Sickness or crashes could occur, you know, which may leave you permanently incapacitated and may prevent you from working ever again. What's your best insurance or fallback when that happens? I bet you wouldn't want to be a burden on your family or anyone. You will still want to live life comfortably, right? But I have good news for you. SNIT provides contributors of the scheme who are incapacitated with a monthly pension due to their inability to work until death. You heard right. Once you're a member of the SNIT scheme and a regular contributor, in the event of a permanent sickness or accident, SNIT steps in to pay your monthly pensions for life regardless of your age. So if you're not a member, don't be a member of the Had I Known Club. Take that decision now. Call SNIT on 0302 611 622. Visit our socials at SNIT Ghana. SNIT, we deliver on our promise. We'll turn our attention to messages.
Before that, though, there's a government statement that is just coming in, issued by the minister responsible for government communications, Felix Kwachi Ofosu, Member of Parliament and spokesperson to the President. It's titled Announcement of 3 Days of National Mourning. And it says, following the passing of Her Excellency Nana Konadu-Agyeman Rawlings, former First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama has, on behalf of the government, declared 3 days of national mourning from today, Friday, the 24th day of October, to Sunday, the 26th day of October, 2025. Now, during this period, all national flags shall fly at half-mast at all public buildings, diplomatic missions, and government installations throughout the country and abroad. This is in honor of a memory and in recognition of a distinguished service to our nation. Mrs. Agyeman Rawlings served Ghana with dedication and commitment, particularly in women's empowerment, child welfare, and social development. The government extends its deepest condolences to the family, her children, and all who mourn his irreplaceable, loss. Let me take that sentence again. It says the government extends its deepest condolences to the family, her children, and all who mourn this irreplaceable loss.
Right.
May her soul rest in perfect.
Absolutely.
Peace.
Now we'll come back to this and more. So many messages. We'll share them with you. But let's fly to Tamale very quickly and speak to our head of events and programs, events and partnerships, Frema Edunyame. Good morning, Frames. How do I say good morning to you as you are in Tamale?
Dasuma.
Oh, Dasuma. How is Tamale treating you?
Dasuma, yes. Tamale is super cool. Well, the sun is up, but we prefer this to rain, It's a bright day, so Tamale is really good.
Sure. And how ready is Tamale for us tomorrow and the weekend?
Caleb, the energy in Tamale for the Northern Business Fair is just infectious. We are very, very excited. We've been doing some media tour, and the reception is great. Wherever you park, people know that there's some great exhibition happening this weekend, and everybody is geared up towards this. And so somebody is very ready for the Northern Business Fair tomorrow and on Sunday.
So this is happening once again at the Tamale Stadium.
Stadium, yes.
Great. Tell us about the vendors. What kind of anticipation are they coming to the event with?
So they are very excited that we have a media house all the way in the Greater Accra region coming to the northern part of Ghana to also showcase what northern Ghana is offering. And so the exhibitors here, and let me say that the exhibitors cut across all sectors. So we have medical facilities coming in, we have cosmetics companies, we have educational facilities. Everybody is coming, and they are very, very excited. The fact that they get to do this and also to put their businesses across board and also to showcase whatever it is they are doing, what they are producing, what they are serving, what they are creating to the rest of the world.
Nice one. What are we expecting? People have their own ideas, what they are looking forward to. But what's the range of stuff you have seen the vendors promise to show up with for this weekend?
So they are bringing everything. Usually when you are down south, all you see is finished products, especially with goods coming from the northern part. So if it's about shea butter, we are looking at the finished product of shea butter. People haven't even seen the real raw shea, And when it comes to the fashion aspect of it, we hear so much about Bonre Kente, Agosune Kente. What about the northern Kente? There's so much happening here, and so people are bringing all kinds of stuff to the exhibition, and we are very, very excited about it because things that we don't even know where they are coming from. Sometimes you see certain stuff on shelves, and you don't know exactly where they are coming from. All these will be exhibited. Those coming with various innovations, research companies are all coming. It's really, really, really being one that is going to be very, very great. and we are very expectant.
For those of us who are coming, how should we prepare ourselves? How much money should we come with? How should we prepare ourselves for this one?
Taylor, personally, I brought a big suitcase because I knew I'm coming to shop.
Gosh.
Because, the culture in Northern Ghana is completely different. And there are certain things that back in Accra or Kumasi, Tafad, you won't even find. The beautiful large hats, the fashion, the cosmetic stuff, everything that you can think of, spices, all these things are very different from what we see down south. So everything will be on display. If you are coming in, just load your pockets a little bit, and come. But let me also add that you don't necessarily have to come and shop. Come familiarize yourself with the businesses to know where to go for what in future. So what we are telling patrons is, do come, buy stuff. If you are not buying, at least know that the next time you need a specific service, this company provides it. Come pick flyers, come create familiarity, let people know you, know also what people are getting. We get to import so much from other parts of the country and internationally because we are not too much aware of what we can acquire locally. And so exhibitions like these offer the platform and opportunity for patrons and for indigents to know what they can source locally before they look elsewhere.
Frema Edunyame, Dasuma.
Thank you very much.
And that's it. We'll see you tomorrow. But guess who joins us for this conversation? Sylvia Mensah is a customer service manager for Side Hustle. Side Hustle is one of the sponsors for the Northern Business Fair.
Yes.
Right. Yes. I saw you at This Is Ghana. Probably saw you also at the Agri Fair as well.
We're also at the
Olympics.
The Business Olympics. How did you fare at the Olympics? Remind us. It's okay. It's okay. I see it's not something you want to talk about.
I don't want to talk about
So
it.
let's talk about why you're with us for the Northern Business Fair and what your expectations are.
Okay, so we are actually joining for the Northern Business Fair because it aligns with what you are doing as in helping Ghanaian businesses. And since Side Hustle, we are here to help entrepreneurs, and we know that there are lots of businesses, there are entrepreneurs there. So we just want them to know that Side Hustle is not just here to help those in the South. They can also join us by joining the movement.
Nice.
By signing up to www.sidehustle.com. That's the Side Hustle is SYDEHASSLE.com. They can join us by
and then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Let's take a step after the
Yeah.
other, right? So first of all, how does Side Hustle help entrepreneurs?
Okay, so sorry. We help entrepreneurs by signing up to, we have free trainings and also free mentorship as well.
Right.
Where when you join our movement, you can sign up for free trainings like sales for entrepreneurs, mentorship programs, and also accessing our services, which are subsidized than going through the main company, that is EK Brand Consult.
Okay.
So we are basically here to help entrepreneurs with their jobs that they want to do.
Wow.
Yes.
This is very important.
I think basically leaning on the lessons of Nana Konadu Rawlings. I mean, that kind of empowerment, that kind of training, because these were some of the things that she did, right?
Yes,
and
yes.
And it's interesting that she's here to promote that with us. Because
Yes.
we're going to the North tomorrow.
Absolutely.
We're inviting so many women and men who are doing something with their hands, their heart, their mind. And it's good that you are invested in this.
Thank
So
you.
how can people? Do you have a specific number that people can call if for any reason they want to?
Yes, so you can reach out to our CEO. That's WhatsApp only, not calls. WhatsApp only by 0558 182017. 0558 182017.
Great.
Just WhatsApp.
Is there a typical entrepreneurship program that you're interested in, or maybe a typical industry that you're interested in?
No, every entrepreneur can sign up.
Okay, so if I want to go into, say, coconut harvesting and processing, you will be interested in that?
Yes, we can because the courses that we offer, it covers everything.
Okay.
So you can sign up and you learn from us to help your businesses. And the mentorship program too, our CEO is there to help you as well.
How long is the program? How long does it run?
So for the mentorship program, it's something we started during This is Ghana.
Okay.
And we got about 10 entrepreneurs that
Right.
we've started something with.
Right.
So this is going to take a 12-week period with the mentorship program.
And what exactly is the vision? I mean, the training you offer, the curriculum you run, what do you hope to achieve with it?
Okay, so there's one thing we believe in. Side hustle basically is a pathway to self-employment. So we help you to become your own boss. So it is not just about, okay, only entrepreneurs. Even if you are a student and you have plans of becoming an entrepreneur someday, you can sign up to us. So we are just helping you to be self-employed someday. And also have something little for yourself.
And signing up, is it free or you charge?
It's free. Actually, everything is free. You just www.sydehassle.com. Then you join the movement from there.
Right. Sylvia Mensah. Sylvia Mensah, Customer Service Manager, Side Hustle. Very good, you came. Thank you so much. And I'm sure Pioko is excited. Looking forward to all the stories and success stories that are likely to be coming from the northern region as a result of being there and the footprints of Side Hustle. The kind of like the possibilities that's going to come out from this combination.
Definitely. No, and there will be a lot of things coming out of it. I mean, you heard from her and all the things that she said. And a lot of people say, oh, why are you going to the north? And there's a reason why it's the north for this particular event and not another region. We've been talking a lot about how manufacturing is a problem in our economy. So our secondary economy is problematic. Now, we focus a lot of that in the south. It's dotted across different parts of the country. But so many SMEs, that 90% of our economic earner, our GDP, which we say are MSMEs, right? Part of that 90%, a huge chunk of it is in the north. And we've done the Heritage Caravan, we've gone there, even in research, running other projects. When we go there, we see the kind of innovation that the people up there have, from bottling groundnut oil, and producing it on a large scale. Groundnut oil. I'm telling you, huge up there, and it's well packaged, something that we can easily export as an alternative oil. We're not doing that because there's the disconnect. But again, Channel 1 TV, Citi FM, we do impact media, right? So perhaps you don't know, it's our way of also showcasing what is possible. And so we are going there. So Side Hustle, of course, when they go, I'm sure we'll interact with some of the entrepreneurs, beef them up. GEPA will also be there. The Ghana Export Promotion Authority. The Ghana Enterprises Agency will also be there. In fact, some of them already have some of these exhibitors signed onto their platforms. Already.
Wow.
EcoBank will also be there. So you talk about financial inclusion, making sure that the finances of the business are also in tune with each other. So you put all these great people together plus Side Hustle. Some of these people, if you're not careful, in the next 1 year they'll be exporting.
No, it's a match made in heaven.
Yeah, is it not an important? It's an important thing because we tomorrow, for instance, the thing we're talking about, Kakra is living it. So they are doing.
She is.
Yes, it's a big event.
No, but we have to say it all the time.
I don't know why she's. Why are you?
She's separating church and state.
No, I mean, we try as much as possible to talk to people, to put their hands to the wheel and do something with their life, right? I think people, yes, they listen to us, but then they also draw a lot of inspiration from what we are able to achieve ourselves.
That's true.
By what we do. So, Tekura, you are doing something tomorrow.
So, tomorrow we're celebrating 25 years of doing business.
Yaman!
We're celebrating 25 years of doing business in the handicraft sector. We're also celebrating our rise from a major tragedy. We had a fire at our facility in 2023. So exactly, we decided to combine the resurrection, if I may say, as well as the milestone of 25 years.
Right.
This is a business that was started by my mother, who was a secretary at the time. She worked with aid to artisans, and she built this. My father left his accounting job to join on and direct the finances as well. And I mean, we all four of us, I have 3 other siblings, all 4 of us found our way through it at some point. And it's through legacy planning. My twin sister, Audrey Forson, is now the managing director, managing the company. So that's what we're doing today. We're honoring my mother as well as my father and all the clients who have been with us for the last 25 years. And those we hope to bring on board as well. We want to say a big thank you to everyone.
So but you should thank me because I'm also your client.
You are part of all the clients who have been with us.
No, your name should be mentioned specially. Yes. Okay, I'll take a quick break. Your name will be mentioned off air.
No, it has to be done now because you never know.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Make life easier with Sigma Appliances. Yeah. Your excellent go-to choice. Sigma Appliances.
This Christmas, from air conditioners, fridges, freezers, TVs, and washing machines to small appliances, Sigma has them all. And now, beginning January 2026, for every Sigma appliance you purchase, you will be donating towards bettering technical vocation education training in Ghana. Visit Platinum Impex on Espintes Road behind Okadeco for wholesale or find Sigma products at your nearest home appliance shop. Call 0302-801-555 or WhatsApp 0554-666-444 or visit platinumimplex.net. Sigma Appliances creates possibilities.
Who cries calling me this other one?
Hello. Good evening, Kwame.
Good evening.
We are into baby foods and would like to introduce...
Wait a minute. How did you get my number? You just use ways and means to find people's numbers and be calling them by heart. No respect for privacy or anything at all.
Oh, Bra Kwame.
Is your business privacy ready? Do you collect and use information of people in your line of work, like their name, number, location? You might be doing the wrong things. Whether you're a big company or a small one, you must respect people's right to privacy. Register and be certified by the Data Protection Commission of Ghana. It is the law. You will receive the necessary training, advice, and guided on the right systems to put in place to help protect information you collect about people. Register your company. It's simple and online. Visit www.dataprotection.org.gh to register. Privacy is the responsibility of everyone. Remember, privacy is personal.
And where do you think you're going?
To train in the garden.
With my broom?
Mom, it's a javelin.
Oh, really? And that plate?
That's not a plate. It's a discus, Mom. We are training to become winners.
Well, you know you need lots of energy to become winners. So you both better start your day with Twisco before you go anywhere. Besides its great chocolatey taste, Twisco is enriched with Enerfort, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals for little winners.
Thanks, Mom.
Got to keep my little winners in shape. Twisco, power your dreams.
This advert is FDA approved.
Lucky's everywhere for everyone.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
One ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's maths we love. Or your community could win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Wake up, have a great day, yeah. With nourishing cowbell premium milk. Nourishment for you. There's a cowbell milk for you, for you, for you.
Introducing the new Cowbell Premium Milk, high in protein, and the new Cowbell Vita-Rich, enriched with vitamin B9, both so creamy. Now there's a Cowbell for you.
Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
This advert is FDA approved.
Have you imagined buying a house on an interest-free plan and getting a car for free? Well, Afro Arab Properties, best known for building the most affordable quality homes, has hit another milestone of rewards. Are you looking for your dream home today? Afro Arab Properties will definitely show the way. These homes are in 1, 2, 3, and 4-bedroom options located at Manet Spentex, East Legon Hills, Santor, Ashalebotre, Tema Community 25, Old Ningo, Amasaman, Apollonia, and more. Even better, you have a 5-year payment plan without interest. And the big one, purchase a home from some Afro Arab Properties projects and get an electric car for free. Yes, an electric car that can go 300 kilometers on a full charge. So don't miss this big offer from Afro Arab Properties. Just call 055-175-3231 or 0244-109-133. Terms and conditions apply. Afro Arab Properties. At Afro Arab, everyone can buy a house.
Protect yourself from germs and bacteria with confidence. Cleanse hand soap effectively kills 99.9% of germs with every use. Perfect for all your hand washing moments throughout the day. Available in a variety of variants and delightful flavors. Choose Cleanse for yourself, your family, and friends. Make Cleanse your daily essential. The GC brand. It's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, so what goes into building quality structures? I mean, literally, what goes into it? Wujaf, you don't want to be sitting here somewhere worrying whether or not you did a really good job. It'd be a very simple equation. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, massa, forget it. Don't start cry. Menye, diamond cement has been providing builders, block makers, and construction companies that peace of mind for years. Diamond cement is 42.5 R grade cement. Unbeatable quality made right here in Ghana. And because we have your pocket in mind, we provide 32.5 R grade so that everybody getting on. No long talk, Jack. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, don't start. Locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide with factories in Aflao, Takrade, and Buipe, or call 0244-313-368 or 0540-111-978 or 0202-021-175. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
5 minutes to the top of the hour. Is your organization privacy ready? Do you collect and use information of people in your line of work? Their details, name, number, image. Listen, you might be doing the wrong things. Whether you're a small business or big, you must respect people's privacy. So register and be certified by the Data Protection Commission of Ghana. It is the law. You will receive necessary training, advice, and be guided on the right systems to put in place. So call 0256 301 533. Visit www.dataprotection.org.gh. Privacy is the responsibility of everyone. Remember, privacy is personal. And if you're looking for quality and reliability that lasts, buy a brand new Toyota today from any Toyota Ghana branch and enjoy an extended warranty of 5 years or 120,000 kilometers plus 1 year free service of 20,000 km, whichever comes first. Toyota Ghana has got you covered. Please drive smart, save smart. Choose Toyota Ghana today. Call us 0302-429-805. When you are driving Toyota, then you play Afa because Ebefa. Ghana drives Toyota.
Yes, and are you an entrepreneur looking for meaningful business ownership opportunities? Do you have a dream to provide water in a more sustainable way? Partner with Jibu through our franchise network. With 50,000 Ghana cedis, you can receive the equipment, training, and support needed to launch your own business, purifying and selling affordable, reliable drinking water. Let the dream become a reality. We also provide free bottles and dispenser machines for corporate businesses. You can join the movement by visiting the website www.jibuco.com/gh or call 0302-528-669 or 0209-845-817. Jibu, a better life. And kickstart your day with the irresistible chocolatey goodness of Twisco, enriched with Enerfort, a combination of energy-boosting minerals and vitamins, including B vitamins, vitamin C, D, iron, and many more. At just 2 Ghana cedis, you can treat yourself and your little ones to a rich, delightful, chocolatey taste of Twisco and power that dream. Simply mix with water, add milk, stir, and enjoy. So why wait? Head to your nearest store and grab your Twisco 20-gram sachet, 400-gram sachet, or 400-gram tin today. Twisco, power your dream. And this advert is FDA approved. Caleb and Sky, next time you fly with the family from Accra, why don't you fly better with Emirates? On Emirates, everything's taken care of when you're traveling with children. You won't hear a peep of "I'm bored" with over 250 dedicated kids and family channels from CBeebies and Nickelodeon to Disney classics. It's non-stop fun all the way for little explorers with free toys like new cuddly friends or cool activity packs. You get so much more in Emirates economy. With daily flights, you can now enjoy more convenience and flexibility to over 150 destinations within the Emirates global network. Find out more at emirates.com.
Now, if you have invested in shares, bonds, and treasury bills like Sky, you own a securities account with the CSD through your broker, bank, or custodian. Many people don't know this. Now, the Central Securities Depository keeps your investments safe and makes sure all trading and ownership transfers in securities in Ghana are done correctly and on time. Please contact your broker, your bank, or your custodian today to confirm your records. Central Securities Depository Ghana, you invest, we protect. If you're a young entrepreneur, a woman building something remarkable, or running an SME ready to expand across the borders, this is your moment. Under the patronage of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic, and in partnership with the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Secretariat, the Africa Prosperity Network presents the Africa Prosperity Dialogues 2026 under the theme Empowering SMEs, Women and Youth in Africa's Single Market, Innovate, Collaborate. It's happening from the 4th to the 6th of February 2026. Register at africaprosperitynetwork.com or WhatsApp 0536098325. Africa Prosperity Dialogues, where business and political leaders meet to drive Africa's single market. The luckiest is here. Luck is everywhere. Jump on it. Dial star 712 hash. Follow the prompt. Use 1 to buy a ticket for yourself, 2 to buy for someone else. The system can generate a ticket for you when you go with 1, or you can do that yourself when you go with 2. Confirm your payment with Momo and you're in. The luckiestafrica.com is where to register for online. Momo or card is how you can pay, and you are good to go because the luck is everywhere. Alpha, thank you for doing the listening. We appreciate you. Thank you, Kakra. Thank you, Sky. You heard Bernard a bit earlier. Thank you, Fred. Ejigbi, we are
Ejigbi, I want to ask a quick question. Ejigbi,
yes,
we were formed by the fireside.
Yes,
as kids, those were the things we were watching.
Yes.
Those were the things that formed us.
Yes.
Your level. I mean, what is growing with our kids?
I don't know what by the fireside is.
Oh, you don't
know?
You
don't know?
Okay.
I heard the stories. I read it in books too.
Oh,
but I was watching Nick Jr.
Nick Jr.
Oh,
Charlie.
Yo, Nickelodeon.
Okay, so coming up, presidency declares 3 days of national mourning for Nana Kunedu Ajimai Rollins, and lawyers for former National Signals Bureau boss justify walkout over alleged judicial bias. The details now. President John